Hey neighbors, we live with Rogue Trader.
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
What up?
What?
So,
When the DM is coming back, shield the Patreon.
shut up, Patreon.
Okay, yeah. Fucking. Hi, I am Gizmek Scrap Mangled the Gear Turner, your local Mekboy orc, here to tell you that you should donate and follow the Unlucky Rolls Patreon. Why should we do that, Malarkey?
You see, Gizmek, it is because that since we were able to get $1, we purchased time for Josef to join us on this session. Very, very nice. We are now paying him.
Yeah, we bought him back.
We brought him back. He is here. We hired him. He's a mercenary, so we have to pay him out. Otherwise, he just can't come. So, yeah.
That's called impotence.
He only comes when you pay him to.
Oh, no, I have made such horrible implications out of that. I'm so sorry.
Depends on who's paying me.
We'll pay you exclusively in dragon dildos.
Stop!
Oh god.
This is what we're in for this session, in case you haven't figured
Welcome
it
to
out
our
by now.
shit show of a campaign.
This is staying at the start of this VOD. It's not getting cut out.
Nope. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, the GM is dealing with the baby.
Yeah, the GM's dealing with baby time. So, we have additional time to chill. What kind of rewards can you get for supporting the Unlucky Rolls Patreon, my friend? I would like to know about these various tiers of opportunity for rewards.
Well,
we don't have any Patreon. We don't have any patrons.
well, if you donate,
We don't! That's why you should be the first! Oh wait, that's wrong one. That's mine. That's wrong. I'm looking at things wrong.
It's not got your name on it though, Gizmek.
That's the other dude's one.
Right. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's
welcome
one for
to-
the gitch.
Welcome to Rogue Trader. We are here.
Welcome to
right
Rogue
now.
Trader. We are a glorified shit show of fucking. Oh yeah, you know what I never did?
Don't talk about the
What?
Patreon.
I never fucking posted that we were live in the fucking Unlucky Rolls Discord.
And
Because
that's
I am-
why you should donate
I am
to
a
our
certified
Patreon,
genius.
because we are incompetent as shit. Don't give us money, folks. Don't give us your
Give
team.
us money.
Don't give us
Give
your
us all of
skills.
your money.
Don't give us
all
your
of
credits.
it.
Well, at least to give you guys an idea of why we even have a Patreon in the first place, buying art is expensive.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It just really is. In the end, it gets somewhat expensive, and this is mainly to make it so that we can get cool art of cool things. Maybe in the future we can do fancier shit if we get higher up, but we have to get there first in order for that to happen. So basically all of this art goes into commissions and potentially, at worst, maybe hardware for some of the folks in stuff if like a microphone breaks or something.
Maybe drugs for Sato.
Maybe
Eon
drugs for
Enco
Satan.
says he can give us
Maybe.
feedback, which I'm tempted to take him up on.
Holtz is a foot fetishist. You're just like Doge Van Dyer.
Listen, we can use it to make a foot character.
It's just a fucking dude made out of feet all the way up. He's just like has a feet for a face. What the fuck is this? It's
This follows
It's like the-
perfectly. I'm
What's-
going to make a profit factor off you anyway I can.
It's like the
Anyway, I
Toon Men
can't.
off
What the
Spy
fuck is the name for it again? It's like amalgam or something or
An amalgamation, yeah.
something like that. I don't think that's the right word, but it's close fucking enough.
An abomination.
I mean, it would inevitably be, yes.
I'm looking at things I'm regretting.
Whoa, no.
Have you looked up fucking, like, feet abomination or something?
Yeah.
Hey, that's on you. I just brought it up. You're the one looking it up. Who's the real pervert here?
Hey, I'm looking it up so that way I can scar you guys.
Why when I search for feet abomination, I get so many pictures of who the fuck is this? It's like some old Marvel Hulk-like character. Apparently, Hulk has a foot fetishist brethren who's like the Swamp Thing.
The foot. It's not the horn,
What the
it's
fuck
foot.
is this thing?
Yeah, it's
It's like
Toe Jam.
No.
Should we do introductions until Zach comes back?
yeah. Let's just let folks know who the fuck we are. I will actually say let's go in opposite order because that's interesting. So we're gonna start with Sator actually from the bottom of the list and just go in the Discord name order.
Yep.
Reverse.
Yes, I am Sator. I am navigator person who does weird psychic-like stuff, and I'm also a fucking druggie and basically a half robot at this point.
Yeah, you're
And I
you're
got
more
two
metal
rays.
over flesh than Gizmek is, and that's saying something considering I'm literally the Mekboy.
Yeah. I got 2 right arms.
Yeah, I gave him one in a drunken escapade. The fucking shit we get up to. Alright, next would be Malarkey.
Hey guys, it's your boy Malachi, back at it again. We're doing another Rogue Trader episode. Time to do some psychic shenanigans. Time to use all my fate points. It's gonna be a great session. Be sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe bell, and of course, leave a comment in the video.
I
See, now that you said it like
unironically,
that, I'm not gonna do any of
ironically
those
feel
things.
like Malachi would do that in universe. Like that was literally just him playing canon character. You weren't making it quip. That was just Malachi. Next will be our returning gentleman.
Let me just say that physically hurt me.
You did psychic damage.
Yeah, raise your insanity a little bit.
Joseph, take 1d10 insanity damage.
It might be higher than that.
Yeah, let me fix up the positioning of everyone so you can hopefully see Josef a little bit more.
Anyway, long story short, I've been gone for a while, but I'm the Arch-Militant. I shoot things, and I generally, just shoot things. Pretty much it.
Yeah, he's best at shooting things. I'm the best at cutting things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
that's
for
it,
the
basically.
protagonist of the campaign.
I'm just trying to fix up some
And
of
up
this stuff
next is our
it would
Rogue
be-
Trader.
because- Yeah, it's you.
Yes, and this week we'll be doing an ASMR episode.
I will fucking
No.
quit this world. I will quit this entire universe if we get a whole. Actually, you know that might actually be pretty calming considering your voice. But fuck you.
Hey, we needed the profit factor, man. We're selling tapes on the pleasure world.
God damn it! Just introduce yourself, you get.
I'm the Rogue Trader.
Continue.
My job is to make sure that all of my crewmates have everything that they want, whether it be drugs, mechanical parts, fleshy parts.
Audible lip smack. God damn. Yeah, get us posting the accurate shit in chat right now. He's posting like fucking gifs of cringe, which is accurate.
Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, no, I'm the Rogue Trader. My job is to have a lot of money and to tell people what to do. And for some reason, these gets listen to me. Most of the time, at least.
Yeah, most of the time.
And yeah, my power is to slap people with money. It's really fun. I have the best superpower.
Yeah. He gets to I'm noticing British memes now. Make fun of Kenneth for being back. We welcome him back with open arms, then we mock him with fucking Brit things. I have an entire fucking folder of British memes.
Oh, no.
Specifically keep this picture just for this.
They have no context. God damn! Whoa!
Oh, no! Stop!
Yeah. That shit. That's my folder of British shit.
Oh, at least show the chat.
And you'll just have to think about it, chat. There's just a bunch of memes that make fun of British people.
Nah, you just need to pay. You just need to spend money on our Patreon to become a ghost
Yeah.
and see what we do in our Discord.
Yeah, one of the tiers allows you to basically become a ghost in our Discords and see the shit we get up to in the background.
There's a sneak peek I posted in chat on Twitch.
Hey, isn't that great?
I'm gonna mark this as a spoiler
Alright.
because some people might not like it.
What
do you mean? Oh,
It's a
I thought
bug.
you're talking about as another British one.
No. Like,
Hey,
can I
You're scared of people being afraid of the cute little bug? Just fucking post it. You fucking
Okay.
prude.
Jiggly.
Jiggly bug. Oh yeah, it's my turn to introduce myself.
Yeah.
I'm Gizmek, Scrap-Mangled Gaetana, by far the longest name in this entire fucking party, and I did this only to myself. But I'm the Orc Mekboy, I make shit, and I make it good, and then I crump gets with it. Yeah, I'm basically the closest thing to a murder hobo in this party.
Yeah.
And we love him regardless.
But
Yep.
to be fair, orcs by default are sort of murder hobos, so that's just like
They
their
are.
entire persona.
He was born that way. We can't change him, even if we try.
Right stuff, baby, I was born this way.
Well,
We are still waiting on the baby, so let's play a little bit of Never Have I
Let's go.
Ever. How about?
sounds good with me. Golly.
Alright, let me start off with
Is this
something.
in character or out of character?
Good question.
That would actually be interesting. Let's see. Never have I ever. I can't say that.
I'm surprised you can read it.
I would just go do never have I ever committed a war crime. But I think Gizmek has committed multiple at this point.
I'm pretty sure all of us would put a finger down for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, basically that's why.
Maybe not me, because I've
Yeah,
not
maybe
shot
not
anybody
Josef,
yet.
Yeah,
actually. That's a good
Josef would
point.
probably be the only one who hasn't committed a war crime
Not yet.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, has been in prison.
Yeah. I mean, you were in prison for what your previous, like, multiple generations of the past did. Because Imperium bureaucracy is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Your
alright, let me try and
great-great-granduncle
come up with
sneezed.
one real. We'll do these in character. So, just think about what you think your character would do. Never have I ever slept with a woman.
That's not fair,
I-
Gizmek. You don't
Shit.
even have genitals.
Yeah, but it's true.
Yes. It isn't fair, Gizmek.
I don't want to imagine how he would try.
Answer the bloody question.
I've
I
done it.
did.
Yes.
Yeah, cut red-handed.
You know, I like how we're all disappointed that we had to put one down for that.
Fair, fair.
All right, who's next? Let's go down. Holtz.
Oh, it's my turn, is it? Oh, I have to think about this one. Never have I ever not had enough money to pay for something.
I mean, if you don't have enough money to pay for something, you just crump it and take it. So,
Yes, but
but
I've
by
never-
you be standards, I guess I gotta put my hand up for that one.
It's a finger down, Gizmek.
And I don't know how your human games work.
You were the one that suggested it.
Yeah. Wait, I did.
Very well. We'll move on. Joseph, your turn.
Hmm. Never have I ever.
Yeah, this is
Never
exactly
have
what I
I
was
ever.
expecting. This is exactly what I was expecting to do on his first session
Not
back.
worn a hat.
Ah, bloody hell.
Wait,
Does my metal
you've
mohawk
always-
count as a hat?
Have you ever have you ever not had the hat on?
It came out of the womb with him.
Can
connected to
can
his
it be
head.
taken? Can it be taken off?
Nah, it's super good.
I'll let you decide.
I'm worried now. Holtz, I'm worried.
I'm not. It sounds
Yeah, I've
amazing.
taken off the hat before, so I guess I put down another one of them fingers, right?
Apparently.
I
Have
mean,
you
I
seriously
can
never
see
done
right
it?
now that none of you have any hats on. And
I
we're
like
not
hats.
counting the headband, Saito. So, y'all gotta put a finger down.
Oh, I
You
put
got
my
us
finger
good.
down.
I did.
Alright. Malarkey, I think it's your turn.
Never have I ever. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to keep the psychics out of the way because.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because you're the only one. Maybe a bit of Saito. But so,
Never have I ever. Let's go ahead and say, well. Bloody hell, I don't know one. The warp is kind of fucking with my mind on this one. It can come back in a bit. Sator, go on ahead.
it's base.
Never have I ever learned about the ruinous powers.
I mean, you have.
I have to.
I feel like that's a sacrifice play. Not cool, Sator.
Fuck you, shoot. Alright,
Good thing the Inquisition's not here.
Alright,
Yes.
never have I ever. That's one to think about. We're all really bad at this coming up with ideas really quickly thing.
I know, right?
It's not that hard. Just think of something that you haven't done that you think everyone else has.
Yeah. Never have I ever lived on a Hume Hive world.
Oh, come on. That's targeted at me specifically, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yep.
Now I'm down to one finger. Alright, I have to think about this carefully. Never have I ever. Never have I ever worked for somebody else.
Bloody
Fuck
hell.
you, git.
Old money.
It's hoses.
Actually, that's not true. Actually, that's not true. I'm out.
He got himself. It's Yuza's turn.
Never have I ever, huh? I was honestly banking on that half one to be the only one. I think that's the only thing good about me that no one else has. Now that I think about it.
Hey, you use guns, don't you? What you done with guns that we haven't done? Why am I helping him?
I don't know.
Do you wear that bandana all the time, too? Has anyone actually seen your lips move?
Does he even have lips? We might have to confirm that.
Stay away from my lips, Gizmek.
That is a statement and a half.
I can't believe I had to say that out loud, but
Hey.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we are owed. If you want to pass, we're owed one by Malarkey.
Yes. I do.
yeah, take it away.
I do have one now. Never have I ever feared my current employer.
Hmm.
What? What's fear?
Exactly.
Well, I'm still on one finger.
Uh,
None of you are afraid of me.
Nah!
Wait, shit. Oh wait, shit. I meant I. Ah, shit. I knocked myself out. Fuck.
Good job, Malarkey.
You don't want
That's-
to know what goes inside his head. That's all I'm going to say.
Gizmek is so right. I'm so righteously self-assured in my own strength and power, and also my orky tendencies, that I do not fear hoots. Plus, statistically, I also have jaded and resistance fear anyway, so.
I don't think you fear anything, Gizmek.
Nah, not really. Fear's boring.
Oh, I think I thought of one now.
What is it?
Never have I ever owned my own ship.
God damn it!
Technically, no one should put their finger down because I own all of the ships in this.
Yeah, no, you don't.
This is going to be fun.
My shit.
Gizmek
Gave
is
it
allowed
to me.
pick
You
whatever
said I
you
could
want.
have whatever I want. If you still own it, you haven't given me what I want yet. So it's my shit. It's
Gizmek,
part of
you're
the deal. It's part of the deal, Hoots.
You're allowed to think whatever you
Avoid
want.
the Void Hammer is under Holt's name, right?
Yes.
Good.
Well, I'm out. What about you, sir?
I
think
believe
I'll
that I
throw my
still have
cards in here.
I believe that I still have 2 fingers up.
Damn, you doing good. All right, it's just Who's and Soot.
I'm actually out. I've been out.
Same.
Yeah, I know. It's just Who's and Soot left. It's only you two. Go back at it. Talk at each other. Go, go, go. I want to see bloodshed.
Never have I ever.
And no passing anymore. Passing means death.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get a spoonful of peanut butter, gentlemen. You guys
The hell's a
enjoy
peanut?
this? Don't worry about it, Gizmek.
Okay.
Don't
The way
worry.
you phrase that question implies you know what butter is.
Better believe it.
I walked into that one.
Yeah, you
Uh,
did. Just hope there's nothing on the ground you might slip. Well, we have an estimate of about like 10 minutes more, baby. It's already
never have I
been
ever-
30 minutes, baby. How much should we charge him per rate for XP on minute of baby? Like, how much should 10 minutes matter for XP?
Gizmek,
I believe the proper rule is if the Chaos Gods aren't back within 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to level up.
I liked it.
well,
I'm just remembering college.
Never
shit
have I-
and high school when we did that shit. Yeah, go
never
shit.
have I ever.
Never have you ever.
Say it.
Mastered heavy weaponry.
Well, I'm not even in.
Well, that one was targeted. I'm negative one finger now, if I'm still counting.
You don't count anymore, Gizmek.
I always count. Fuck you.
You don't have to remove your fingers. And I would heavily oblige
Now
against
that
that, saying that they are
That would
made
be a
out of
fun
metal
game.
now.
Chopping, actually removing a finger every time you have to put one down. That'd be a fun game to make the player wielders play.
That sounds like something that
Okay.
Drakari bitch would do.
It's something that every terrible person would do.
Yeah, there's no fun chopping off all the fingers. You just go straight for the head.
To each their own.
Alright, now it's User's turn, by the way. I'm not sure if you realize it.
Hmm? Oh, I thought I was out.
Oh,
Right.
did you only have
Okay.
one finger left?
You only had one finger left.
Oh, well, since the winner. I wasn't paying attention.
I win then. Well, neither
Well,
was
it's
I.
just been a very fruitful game.
It was.
Yes, I've learned quite a bit about the rest of you.
Yeah.
Namely, that
Yeah.
only one of you seems to be afraid of me.
Truth or dare?
Ugh.
Very well.
I don't know.
I'm-
Any other Yumi party games you get to know?
Not truth or dare is fine.
Alright. Well, so, shut. Truth or dare?
I'm alright with that.
You
He's asking
choose
you
one.
truth or dare.
You choose one.
Oh. Truth.
Alright. Out of this group, who's your favorite?
There's only one correct answer for that, Gizmek.
Yeah, me.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're
hello,
playing Truth
okay,
or
we're
Dare
just
now.
playing Truth or Dare.
Oh boy.
We're gonna find out who
Well,
Sid's favorite is.
Holt is the one who's bringing me all of the wealth that I currently have, so I can only thank him for it.
Ah, you fucking suck up.
It's okay, Gizmek. I'm really hard to compete with in this category.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't say drugs.
Your favorite out of this group is drugs.
Another acceptable response.
All of you will see the fine art of drug making one day.
Is that a threat?
Maybe.
I suppose it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, Sator, it landed on you again. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Oh, you rolled? I just picked someone.
I didn't want to seem biased. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. The people in this group. Excluding me, I'll be fair.
Well, yeah,
You have
only get 3
three
options,
options.
and you have to remove one.
So I'll remove myself. Fuck, marry, kill, Gizmek, Josef, or Malachi.
This is going to turn into some strange comic fan fiction.
It
Don't
always
worry,
does, Malachi.
we'll blur this out.
As in
Just kill
order
me
from this list. As in order from this list, and by list I mean the Discord orders, it would be kill, fuck, marry.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So, kill me, fuck Josef, marry Malachi.
Marry Malik.
I'm flattered.
Yeah.
Strange taste.
I'm glad that you think you can kill me.
I'm flattered I'm unflattered that you believe otherwise.
Or even. Alright, next would be whose?
Josef.
Yes, that's why I said whose.
You wanted me to pick or ask somebody?
You can roll or just pick.
Ask,
Okay.
yeah, ask. You're asking somebody truth or dare.
Okay.
You always just say the cards are. Wait, wrong game.
How far I went back at Gizmek? Truth or dare?
Truth. I didn't expect that now, did you?
No, I didn't actually.
Yes. Now I've got to think of something.
Well, I can't answer if you don't give me something.
Which do you prefer, your machines or your little goblin friend?
Yeah, I could get a new Gretchen. I prefer my machines.
Fair enough answer.
I mean, they literally grow. I think we started just like barely getting some of the little grots in the section where I burned up some arms and shit. Alright, next would be Malarkey.
Alright then. 3. Oh, this one's for Joseph. Joseph, truth or dare?
Okay, I'm back.
Ah, shit.
Hey,
I've been saved by the bell.
why? Fair.
You guys doing
Fair.
truth or dare?
Yeah,
Yes.
we was doing Truth or Dare while we was waiting.
We already completed a game of Never Have I Ever.
Yeah, Soot one.
How do you win?
Oh, when you
was the
start, you
last
have 5 fingers up and you have to count them down, right?
You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
win in Truth or Dare, just how like you don't win in real life.
There's
Your
no
twist.
victory. Anywho, let the GM summarize what happened last session now that we go into the actual game. Yay!
Yeah, so last session was, shit post the session. So the gang
Yep.
essentially dicked around on the pleasure world. We had 3 different reality TV shows going on.
Yeah.
Do you want the apples or the bees?
Gizmek
Actually,
became the champion of 2 separate arenas.
Zach, I think you might
Uh.
have to summarize the entire campaign.
Yeah,
No,
for Joseph.
Joseph's been watching it, right?
Yes.
That's
Anyway,
why we have the VODs.
anyway.
Him.
Gizmek won 2 separate arenas. Sator helped him with the first one. Then he got
So
nearly
that,
wrecked in the second one.
Drakari girl.
She didn't really
She
do
didn't
much.
really help. She did like 1 damage.
I mean, she
to the
did a little
thing.
bit of
That's
damage
good.
just through crits alone.
If she had went into melee, she would have done stuff.
She made smiley faces on the with her
Yeah.
shurikens.
Yeah, and then, yeah, Malachi did his dates. One of which was interrupted by a Space Marine kicking in the door and shooting up the place.
Yeah, it was the scout of, what was the Purple Legion?
That was
Hawk
Storm-
something.
Hawk
Stormhawk.
Lords or
Stormhawk.
Stormhawk, something like that.
Yeah, something like
Or the
that.
Pretty Marines, we're not sure. One or the other.
Yeah, we may find out one day.
Yeah, who didn't get a good look at the icon, you saw purple.
Depends on what is stuck in Sator's ribcage now.
And Soot got up to a little bit of stuff without Gizmek. Or is it?
Yeah, Sator just walked around restaurants with Tira, basically, and then got hit by a space marine. A scout space
Hey,
marine, so he's
Sator
not
Yeah,
a
he got run
terrain.
over by that Space Marine scout and got like 6 damage just from the
Sator
one
did some
impact.
massacring of bees and an Applebee's, as well as the patrons.
Yep.
Oh, that's canon? Alright, cool.
Yeah. The entire last section is loosely canon. Some of it, with like a fever dream, some which is real. You guys don't know.
For all we know, it could have all been caused by Slanesh.
Yeah.
It's okay. Holtz recorded all of it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's either canon or everybody was high as balls.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. So I suggest that we get moving along because I know one of us got a limited time scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we come in and we might as well start with Joseph just like arrives on the bridge, just shows back up after vanishing into the lower deck of the Blackstone one day.
He got lost.
Holtz is currently not on the bridge. He's on the planet.
I thought you were in the
Yeah.
fucking room watching all the TVs.
I finally found my rune captain. Just comes back up. Everyone's gone.
I'm gonna have to do some ODST level mystery solving here.
Oh no, sorry. He would find his way to the med bay on Gizmek's ship. When he'd like join the boarding party, he'd take it over, and just found his way back to the bridge.
Fucking maze.
So let me set the scene for him as to what he comes back into.
If it's in one piece, I'll be surprised.
You come into the bridge, and you see all the usual stations that people are manning right now to operate the ship. But around the captain's chair, in precarious stacks, are numerous regicide boards, aka chessboards, with different dioramas of fights going on between the chess pieces and like fake blood and shit. He's basically made like multi-layered dioramas that are like basically a sneeze away from falling over.
I'll
This is Gizmek's hobby.
walk over and lightly push one of the boards.
It collapses. Gizmek turns and looks
to
at
the
you with
deck.
red eyes.
I'm just gonna shrug and slowly but surely inch to the other door.
Where are you going?
Just checking out the place now that I'm back.
You just gonna come in here and touch my shit. Wait! Don't I know you? Gizmek just gets up from his chair and walks over to you.
Man, really? Forgotten me already, Gizmek?
Holy shit! It's been like a year! It actually almost has, because we spent like 6 months in the warp.
It's been 3 months, but yeah, for Gizmek spent an extra 5.
Yeah, so it's been
Maybe
like
not
just
quite.
short
Gizmek,
of
it's been about a year.
since I've seen
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this damn ship wasn't a maze.
Yeah, it's not
Anyway.
that hard to navigate. You just gotta make like cuts on the wall whenever you turn right.
I see. Where is everyone anyway?
Oh, they're on their ships or on the planet. I'm here just to recover a little bit, he says, tapping his stomach, and you can see like the remains of what was once a wound that has, for the most part, been patched up.
There are like these 3 huge claw scars across the entirety of his chest. Deep
Sounds
enough
fun.
to disembowel a human.
But for me, it's been long enough that they probably are just
Yeah.
like scab scars now.
Yeah.
Just an average day then, huh, Gizmek?
Yeah, it was a good fight. You was good with guns, right?
I try to be, yes. Why?
Wanna go crumping?
It depends. Who are we after?
I don't know. We'll find out. Oi! Get one of your crews ready or whatever you call them ships, and we're gonna head down the planet.
Fine by me.
So he's just like yelling that order at one of the random crewmates nearby. Not
Yeah,
even caring.
okay.
Good.
Sure.
Alright. Get your shit. Get ready.
Righto. I just cock my rifle just to check its loaded.
Your rifle is a laser weapon.
You
Always
cock
gotta
it.
check.
He had a cock specifically placed on it so he could do that.
It does literally
you have
nothing.
you have a long las, but you just have like an artificial bolt put into it just
It's
for
like he
show.
pulls the bolt and it does the grand ping.
Yeah.
There's nothing else, it just makes the noise.
Yeah, you just wanted a little bit of flair to it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gizmek just looks at you and just like, that's pretty cool. Makes noise. Gizmek he picks up his war side that's just like leaning nearby, knocks over another stack of regicide boards, looks at him and just like, I'll fix that later. Let's go!
I'm just gonna slink
And,
on behind him.
The next thing you notice is one of the crew members accidentally knocks over a regicide board, and Gizmek just turns and chops their head off.
Yeah. So people can only do that if Gizmek likes them.
Yeah, I forgave you because I knew you, but anyone else on the crew
What
basically
about
just
Damien?
yeah, he knows Damien, but this wasn't Damien. This was some pleb.
Well, Gizmek can't kill Damien because Damien wants to die and Gizmek won't give that to him. So
Yeah. It's not a good fight if he wants to die.
Well, I mean, I could kill him and just not care.
Fair point.
I mean, if
fair
he
point.
really wants to die, he could just knock over all the regicide boys. That's an easy way to piss off Gizmek right now. I have like a fucking hypocritical policy of Gizmek knocks over his own shit all the time, just says I'll fix it later, and is just fine with it. But if anybody else even remotely breathes on it, he gets ultra pissed. But yeah, I'd say we fast forward to getting out the Aquila
yeah.
and heading down.
No, we're gonna do the entire journey. You walk over to the Aquila, get
Show
on
up.
it, do
How's
all the
you been?
pre-flight checks, take off, fly down to the planet.
Just trying to make it as long as possible.
You flew down to the planet. All done.
Yeah, you managed to not crash. Yeah, you land yourself down. Yeah, where are you heading?
Gizmek looks around a little bit and just like then he steps off the Aquila, walks a little bit. I'm assuming we're in like some sort of like occupied district that like is pretty bustling.
Yeah, it's a pleasure world. Everywhere is bustling.
Yeah, so he just grabs like the nearest random person. He's just, oi, we want to go crump some gits. Where can we do that?
There's a bounty board over there. You know, points like this.
Perfect.
Like, beautiful,
Just like
beautiful fountain.
he just like pushes the guy aside, almost like dislocating his arm. Walks over to the fucking bounty board.
Yeah, you look over it and you see various small ones of stuff of like rewards like hundreds of gelt, a couple in the thousands.
My
You
cat's
see
stuck in
one
a
that
tree.
would, yeah, it's like small ones like that. It's all after people of like varying crimes, none of which would really impress you, except for one, which you would notice.
What's she say? Toast the thieves.
Nah, that's the other planet.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Dandel.
Yeah.
You see an image, like, no, it'd just be a straight picture, it's not drawn. A picture from, like, a security cam of this, like, kind of this, like, older side, probably, like, late 40s guy with his, like, scraggly hair and an unkempt beard. And, you can see, like, wanted and then a very big price tag. Should probably be enough to count as a profit factor for the ship. It's like probably about $1 million.
That one looks good. You up for it?
Just point me where I need to shoot.
Good shit.
And you like
I
glance
rip
over
off
the
the
rest of
bounty
it.
from the board.
Yeah, you rip it off and you look over the rest of it because for some reason Gizmek can read Gothic.
Yeah, I'm literate.
I don't think Josef is as well, which is the funny thing.
I just can't be bothered to take it off him.
Joseph, can
No,
Joseph?
Joseph's got
Does Joseph have
literacy.
literacy?
He's got literacy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just thought it would be funny if the orc could read and the human couldn't.
I just can't be bothered to right now.
Can't be
He's just
bothered.
barely smarter than me, actually. He's only like 2 points smarter than Gizmek.
Yeah, so you look over it, and does Gizmek read the details of what he did, or are you just reading where do you need to go to find?
Gizmek would probably just shove the thing in Josef's hands and just be like, "Tell me where we're going."
Great.
So, yeah, does Joseph read his crimes and that, or are you just going for the important info?
I'll skim read it and then I'll just read out the important info.
Yeah, the skimming you'd see it's set up by Artificer V, no actual name, just the title and initial. The crime is the theft of
Toaster.
experimental technology. Details of last sightings and all that seems to be essentially in the lower hive, even though this isn't really a hive, just the underground areas where the serfs work.
Gotcha.
There'll be a bit of detective work to find him exactly, but he seems to be in that area.
Well, looks like we've got a rough idea where we need to go.
It's good enough for me, let's go! Gizmek just
Lead
strides
the way.
off. Pretty sure Josef has enough agility to keep up with Gizmek despite being
He's
Full
faster than
game.
Holtz.
oh yeah, then yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm letting him lead just so I don't get the brunt of anything that pops up.
Yeah, if
You
anything,
just use Gizmek as a plow. Just
Yeah.
follow
I'm
behind
just a
him.
plow walking through the crowd, nobody wants to fuck with me.
He just walks through the crowd, pushing guys out of the way as he heads to find an elevator down. Yeah, and we'll cut away from you guys as you go to that. And I believe Sator had something he planned.
Yep.
Yeah,
He decided
Sator.
Sator decided that not that much happened to him yesterday, as it would be. So he decided to try another arena today before going on with Holtz to try to deal with this governor stuff.
Yeah, so
And of course he's bringing Ra along.
Alright. Yeah, you head over to the arena, bringing your Drakari GF. You head over there, you
And
sign
also
yourself in.
Sator would bet on himself, and Iran would tell Ira to bet on herself and him, and would kind of show her how.
I don't imagine Holtz has given her her own credit chips.
Sator would just use his.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
She doesn't have access to the bank vaults.
Couldn't Sator just use his bank
yeah,
account,
but
basically?
the bets are done by account, so you can't just use the same account to make 10 different bets. That's why they have the limits.
Fair.
You bet. So how much of a bet is Sator doing? Is he going absolutely ridiculous?
Yep.
Like Gizmek did? You bet
Yep.
as much as they will let you bet.
Or as much as the Holt allows in to spend off his
Yeah.
account, which is probably more than they allow to ban.
Yeah. Yeah. You place on the maximum bet. Ignore the looks of the guy of what is he planning? Why do people keep doing this?
I heard about it in 2 other arenas. They got wiped out. Oh no.
They went bankrupt.
I didn't think it was possible to go bankrupt on a pleasure world, but here we are.
They're run by the government, they can't.
They're too
Yeah,
big
that's,
to fail.
that's exactly why I never
Yeah.
thought it was possible.
Yeah.
But somehow they
Anyway.
managed it.
Somehow they managed to bankrupt a government establishment.
I mean, Holtz
Good
is a
job,
government
Gizmek.
establishment, so he's
Good
just a
job,
bigger one.
Gizmek. You're bankrupting the government again.
I also
And
broke the
economy.
entire stock market, so I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head on. Yeah, you wait for a couple matches. You see a guy sort of kick a turtle to death. Seems everywhere has that as one of the options. You're not entirely sure why, but apparently people like it. And you go up and you give the wheel a spin.
Yeah.
Roll a D100.
Why do people like murdering turtles so much in here?
They're endangered, you know. So-
49.
I was waiting for him to roll in that one and get a turtle.
How do you know that 49 isn't a turtle?
It spins around and then it comes on an image of what looks like a pig that is like bursting out of the ground.
Is that a mole pig from
It's announced
Terra?
as the Sand Tigers.
Santa? Oh. That doesn't sound good.
So you step in, and as you do, you see each of the gates open, and some things start walking out.
Oh boy.
So who wants to control some Sand Tigers and who wants to control Era?
How many are there?
There are three.
3 of them.
I will
Oh.
control the sand tigers.
You guys can control one each if you want.
Yeah, I'll control one. Let's control one. Josef, do you want to
Thank
control
you.
one?
I'd rather watch see how this goes.
Right, so who's taking one? Sorry?
All right, you
I'll
can have
take
2
one.
Holts. I'll take one.
Okay.
Initiative is 12 for me.
Just like mark the
Yeah,
ones that
I'll-
Holtz has a different color from the ones I'm controlling.
Yeah, I'm just naming them.
Should I also roll initiative for Ira?
Yeah.
She has 1d10 plus 10 because unnatural agility and plus 2 because
Yeah,
She goes first.
she. Yeah.
And then Malachi, do you want to control Era?
What are these guys?
Lady. I already have control over her, I think.
Yeah, everybody can move her.
Everyone.
I'm down for whatever.
All right, do we have stats somewhere, or have you just like
Yeah,
DM'd
I
that
just
to
put
us?
them in general.
I
Unless-
need
do I have
control
any-
over.
Yeah,
He's
just try
controlling
to
both
give
of the
everyone
other two.
control over
You should
those
have
things.
control over the Holtz one.
That's
No,
a big load
flip
of
it.
toughness.
It was well, whatever. I'll control 2, I guess.
Oh, the Holtz. Like, I'll change.
We were gonna do
Gizmek
the
to
flip,
Holtz.
yeah.
It works. Yeah.
Ish, whatever.
That's a load of toughness.
There you go. Yep, you guys can roll your agility. You roll your initiative. D10 plus 2.
D10 plus 2. I'll roll twice.
And Gizmek, you roll for your 1 as well.
Ah, cool. 10.
All right, 4 and 5.
Oh.
All right, the farthest one coming in first.
Alright, so Era, you go first.
Ira is well. I mean, unless Sator wants to move her to protect his waifu.
I don't really have any idea what I want to do now other than. Well, they are called sandworms, so maybe get the high ground.
They're called Sand Tigers.
Sand tigers.
They do
Yes,
not look
sand
like
tigers. Yes. They are tigers, but for sand.
Fuck.
Can Ira get to this fucking place or no?
She can sprint, I think.
Yeah, she can. I'm pretty sure.
You can run 30,
at
you
least
can
sprint
cross
to
the
base,
entire
but can you get
arena.
up? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
going up's like 3 meters.
Also, do you just want to control her, dude? If you have like kind of idea of what she's going to do.
I don't really have any idea right now, but I can also control her.
Alright.
It's up to you guys, just give you the option to control them, so you're not sat there doing nothing.
I will need to check my own stats for how far I can run. My run is 18 meters, so yeah, I can go there. Especially, sorry. Or I can just do a full walk, I'm pretty sure, because, no, actually I can just sprint there, or it doesn't matter.
It costs 4 meters to get up. Yeah, Era's turn first, so what's
Yeah.
Era doing? Whoever's control.
I'm gonna control her and just say that she'll climb up this thingy.
No, if you want to, I can control her.
Yeah, it's fine.
He just runs up there, has weapons out, and then Sator.
I'm also just gonna run there.
Hey, we have
I have
ambience.
I do have sprint, so my run is 18 meters, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can reach
Yeah.
this.
You good? Climb up the ladders, get yourselves on top of this like watchtower thing.
Yep.
And the Gizmek one moves.
All
The
right.
Gizmek one.
Okay, so they are burrower 4, which means they can burrow. This one immediately
Yeah, they
digs
can
into the
burrow
ground.
to move 4 meters.
What size are these guys? Normal?
Hulking.
They are hulking, so they're the same size as Gizmek.
All right.
They are big boys.
He's gonna dig over here.
So yeah, can move 4 meters. So like a half action move, so you can do it again. You can go 8 meters total for a full turn.
Yep. You should make it so
Yeah,
that that Sator can't see them when they're
Yeah, and I
burrowed.
assume that I cannot
Yeah,
see
doing
them when
that
they're
would mean that you
burrowed.
guys couldn't see them either.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I basically have no way to detect them, or because I'd rather not read through the
You-
test out.
You could try and like spot where they are by like the ground moving, but it's hard.
Alright. Is it a half action?
Yeah, the half action is like spot the ground so you can tell where they are.
Alright, anyway, that
Hold
thing
stick.
did its full turn.
Yeah, this one's gonna full move to here by burrowing. It's gonna be underneath the thing.
Another little
And the
ninja
other
mask
one.
for that one.
Yep. This one's also gonna burrow a full move. That's 8.
Now you got 3 things underground that you can't see, Sator.
So he goes up in the
Yep.
watchtower and watches as these things just dig into the ground and start tunneling down, and then you quickly lose sight of them.
Is it an awareness roll?
Mhm.
To try to find out?
Yeah, the awareness is a half action, like
Yeah.
watch the ground so you can spot the shit.
Yeah, Ira does have awareness, and she has a. What was it called? Sight. Whatever. Where
A
she gets a
natural
plus
sense
10.
of sight.
Yeah. She has to roll awareness with plus 20 with her thing. Is what the minus from trying to detect these things.
Minus 20.
So it's a flat roll on her perception, which is 41.
Mm-hmm.
67, she doesn't.
Just watch the ground, she's like seeing some small shifts, but nothing that she can take a shot at.
I'm gonna say that she does a delay, so she gives her half turn and can do it whenever.
Holy on Saito, your turn?
Yep. Hey, these things have souls, right?
You don't know. Presumably.
Can I try to detect them with Psynicians? Because I can do that as a free action.
I don't think Sanation lets you detect anything, and it detects like psychics.
Fair. Yeah, I'll do an awareness with minus 20. Got there. No. Go. Nope.
Nope.
Not seeing anything today, apparently.
Yep, you gonna delay as well?
Yeah, I will delay unless I get a better idea.
Alright. You guys are just watching the ground on top of this tower, not seeing any sign of them. Gizmek?
Right. So this one is going to, and that's it. I'm pretty sure that's full move.
Yeah. Holtzes.
Rather simple.
The one that's underneath is going to spend its turn fueling frenzy.
This is them like getting mad that it can't burst out of them.
Oh, I mean, it's going to do something eventually, but
Yeah, they're being angry right now.
Yeah. This one's just going to continue moving in.
Ira?
Alright, Ira still has her. I'm just gonna use her half term. Can I use her? Actually, I don't think that I can. It's whatever. Delay didn't really matter. Another 1d100 to try to detect these things. And she does.
Yeah, she's like glancing around, she spots the Gizmek one coming towards them.
This one. To the right.
Yep.
Alright. She's gonna. It is pretty decent to. She does have quick draw anyway, so yeah, she's gonna use the Shuriken pistol on it. 1d10 plus 2 damage. I mean, I need to roll ballistic skill first.
Yeah, you gotta roll a hit first.
Is she doing full auto or just like one shot?
Actually, she does have.
Yeah, that's right.
She does have the higher ground.
Yeah, you get plus 10.
Yep. And I guess that this doesn't count as
just have a little bit of cover armor from being underground.
yeah. Plus 20 total because close range.
Plus 10 from hulking as well.
Yeah, so plus 30, so it is 68 target. Misses. At least it doesn't. At least it doesn't jam. Can I also see? Yeah, can I also see these things?
See her shooting at the ground, and she like tell you, it's like it's there.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna half aim with my Archaeotech class pistol and fire, but first I'm going to fire with my Hell pistol because that's way easier to calculate. Plus 10. So plus 30 like before, and another plus 10 because Archaeotech. Not Archaeotech, Jesus, fucking MEIs. So 40, meh. And it hits damage.
Once.
6 energy damage, amazing.
Yep, that gets soaked. Yeah, so you fire into the ground, you see like goes to the ground, you hear like psst, it hits something, but it doesn't seem to be bothered by it.
How much soak does it have?
A lot.
Because I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't have that much.
That's 7.
It's
Yeah.
72 toughness.
It has 7 pen.
Yeah, 7 toughness and 1 armor.
Yeah, but this has 7 pen and did 6 damage, so don't deal 5.
Pen doesn't ignore toughness, pen ignores armor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
of course.
it would still
It's
match.
seven, it's from its toughness.
About that part always confuses me.
Yeah, you ignore the armor, not the.
Right. So this one is going to
I still
continue.
have to shoot my no Gizmek. I still have
Oh
to
yeah,
shoot my
you have
normal
another
gun.
weapon.
Yeah. Plus 30, plus 10 from MEIs, plus 20 from fucking, plus 60 total. 5.
Yeah, I think you hit.
Hits. Boom.
Does nothing.
Soaks it up again.
2 shots
My
hitting in
damage.
like the same spot does not seem to be
They just
bothered by
both
it.
hit the ground and don't pierce far enough to actually hit them underneath.
Yeah, no sounds
Yeah.
of pain while you're shooting.
All right.
Uh,
Do you have anything else you can do, Sator?
Nope.
All right, then.
Unless I want to teleport as a free action, and I don't really want to.
Okay, so Zach, this tower, how is it held up?
Yeah, it's got supports on each corner. Little support
Alright.
pillars.
So he was here. He's actually going to go for this one and attack that support.
Alright. Yeah, just roll your damage. The pillar.
Like,
I don't think that you need to aim to hit a pillar.
I'm just going to roll this twice because
Yeah.
it has tearing.
Yeah.
15.
15. Ooh.
Ooh.
So you shoot at this thing a couple of times, you can like as you like stop it and you like stop trying to reassess where it is, it bursts out of the ground and smashes into this pillar, just fully taking it out.
Yeah, that
Whole
would be
thing wobbling.
that would be a bite with his tooth-filled maw, actually.
Yeah. Bursts out, just clamps his jaw around it, just rips it off of the mooring of the top. He rips this pillar in half. No, so that one wobbles, but it's staying up for now. It's still got 3 legs.
The one that was frenzying pops out and it attacks this pillar.
Yeah.
Basically doing the exact same thing. And it's also going to use its tooth. It's actually going to use Berserker.
Gonna
It
full
takes-
action just beat on it with all of its attacks.
Why not? I mean, there's nothing else. Actually, yeah, it's going to do that.
Its
so-
full action starts actually tearing into this thing. I don't think you even need to roll. You killed this thing.
Yep.
Oh
The
no,
pillars
we
have
are going to.
50 The pillars have
I'm
50
going to
hit
take
points.
falling damage.
I'm going to tear this thing apart. The thing wobbles, starts collapsing to the side. Yeah, both of you roll a agility.
Yeah. I'll just roll my agility first. No.
Because
I'll-
Sator goes tumbling down. Ira?
Ira. No. She has like 50. Yeah. Does she get any bonuses or?
I'm just.
Yeah, does she
I
have
don't think
acrobatics
so.
or anything?
She has basic acrobatics, so not a +10.
Even with the +10, she still just barely fails. Oh no, with the +10, she would exactly succeed.
Oh, okay.
And then it gives her a bonus. No, but she's a
Like-
cat fall. So she can make another
Yeah.
agility to reduce the fall distance.
So I roll another D100.
Yeah.
91. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. You're getting my
Uh,
rolls today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to check out full damage.
Just like at the end of last session.
Let's check how the full damage works. You guys both fall down, you go prone.
Also, both of these things are no longer borrowed, right?
Yep, they both burst out of the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
Check how full damage works. So you fell
And
about
this
3
one-
meters. You rolled a bit.
I think that this one can charge.
Yeah, but
Yep.
first we gotta see how you guys managed to fall.
Yeah.
So, falling.
We take
Fucking road trader
20
with intricate
damage.
rules on everything.
Okay, so D10 plus 1 per meter.
How tall was it?
Yeah, they
Ugh.
fell 3 meters, so you need 1 meter before you get the D10. So, D10 plus 2.
For both of us,
Armor does
1d10
not
damage.
negate, but toughness does.
1d10
D10 plus 2, and
plus,
I'll say I'll just go to both of you.
plus 2. I need to.
Okay, this is where you roll. Yep.
11.
That's where you
Yep.
roll the
Yeah.
High.
the high.
So I'll take the. Actually, I have
Take 11
Toughness.
reduced by your top.
I have 41 toughness, and Ira has 34.
She takes 8
So I
damage.
take,
You take
So she
7.
goes from 13 to 5.
and I go from 11 to less, like 4, I think.
No, you
Yeah,
take
this ain't good.
7. You take 7.
Yeah. I cannot click Sator up that because I'm on that thing. Goddamn. Minus there 4.
Yeah, you
Damn.
both fall around. It's like, oh! Just winded and knocked down as the Hulk number 2 sees knockdown prey.
This has improved
Yeah.
natural weapons. What does that mean as a trait?
It
They are
has,
not
the
primitive.
damage that- yeah, that's
Okay.
the damage that it
Increases the
has, and they're not
damage.
primitive.
Okay.
It's already probably factored in for these guys.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Most things
Yeah.
are normally factored.
All right. Well, in this case, this boy is going to charge as it pops out of the dirt, and it's going to charge right into there.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Who is it going to charge for?
I'm rolling a 1d2. Higher or lower, Sator. If you're right, you get to pick which one it goes for. If you're wrong, I do.
Fuck it, higher.
All right.
Nope.
It's going for you.
Great.
All right. So it only gets 1 attack, but it's plus 10 because
Roll
it's
your,
charged.
roll your ballistic skill, or are we considered helpless?
Yeah, you're lying down, it's a plus 10.
It's only a plus 10.
1d100 plus 10, and
Another
then
plus 10
plus
for
10 for
charge.
charging.
Yep.
So plus 20.
Target is
I rolled a
64.
15. I rolled a
Yep,
15.
you hit.
That hits.
So
I'm
it's
gonna try to dodge, of course, because I'm gonna take damage.
You can try and teleport.
Well, yeah, that's the plan.
Teleport back up to the thing.
Wow, I
Well,
teleported. I teleport right over here.
you have
I
taken that much
teleport-
damage with 3 pen.
Yeah.
It's
I
like comes
teleport
down,
behind-
breaks the claw down into the sand, and the stage just appears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can't like teleport to standing, so it appears lying down in another place that he could have fallen to. So it appears like just next to Era, on the other side.
Yeah.
Of it.
Around this.
Yeah, for the sake of it, stick to the grid.
Yeah.
Things easier. Right, Era.
She can get up for a free action.
Yep, so she just does the like the Jackie Chan kick flip up,
Yep.
chips up.
What's her half move? Her half moves is actually she's in melee.
Half move
Is she in
fine.
melee or no?
Yeah, she's in melee.
Yeah,
It's
she's
right
in
next
melee.
to her. You know, stab her with the agonizer.
I mean, I'm gonna make her do quick attack. Which does it do one attack with one weapon and the other, or
A swift attack is a full action.
Yeah, she makes 2
Yeah, I
attacks
know.
essentially with the weapon.
Oh yeah, yes. I forgot. It's not a half action to stand up. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a free action
Just
for
stab
her.
twice.
And then if she has 2 weapons, she can make a 3rd attack with the other weapon.
I would say that she would have her agonizer and her pistol out
Yeah,
mostly because
like hops to her feet, starts staring this whip into it, and then bring the pistol as well.
I'm gonna make her do a swift attack.
Mhm.
So weapon skill is 48.
Yep, plus 10 for its
They're
size.
hulking, yeah.
That is it.
I'll just roll to
You
the
want
100. 7 and 3.
Jesus
7
Christ.
and 3. What?
That is both
I
it.
think
Those aren't my rules.
this thing is gonna be fucking dead. Alright,
Do
so
you
damage.
I'll just roll agonizer damage from my sheet because that's easier.
Oh, she has
Yep.
plus 4. Oh yeah. Go for it.
Damage. I forgot that I have more strength than her. Fucking hell. I have actually do I have 27. She has more strength than me. So 15 energy damage.
Okay.
So I plus 1.
It only has it. I'm assuming it takes care of its armor, so
Yeah, it's got 7 toughness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
any 10 gets through the armor.
it just takes 8 damage.
Yep. And another plus 16 damage.
And then
And
is that
you
a
rolled a
crit?
confirmed
That's a
crit.
crit.
Yep.
Yep, and if I can crit. Roll
But,
1d100. That
No
misses, I
confirm.
believe.
It's not confirmed.
Yeah.
okay, but
That's
it's still
16 damage.
it's at 1.
It's
I
at
think
1
it
health, but
has some-
but it has to roll. But it has to roll for the poison because
Oh,
I forgot
that's
to
right.
activate the poison. It's what, or it has to roll both for to not get
Shocking
stunned
and
and for poison. Yeah.
Okay,
So roll
so
for the poison first, because that can just kill you.
that's a toughness, right?
Yeah, toughness
Toughness
minus 5
with
per damage.
-5.
Minus 5
Yeah.
per damage. All right, so that's minus. It took 8 the first time, so that's minus 40. So that's so it has to be to 30. It has to be to 30. It has to be to 32 specifically.
Yep.
No,
It
it
does not
fails.
barely.
Right, so it
I'm
takes
Just
D10
roll
plus 1.
damage. D10 plus 1 damage and then 1d10 agility. Just roll the damage for the poison.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
plus
one
one.
hit
It
point. It
ignores,
dies.
it ignores armor and toughness, so it did.
It's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, and he's like, this whip just like slashes through it a couple of times. It's like they're wobbling and seems to be coming at you for another thing, and then just collapse as the poison burns through it. And then I think
That was
technically
like
she can
poison
still
hurt.
shoot with the pistol. I think she does still
Uh,
tend to get the pistol shot.
Does she have 2-weapon fighting, melee, and
She
ballistic?
doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't have that. So yeah.
Yeah, she would need to have
Anyway.
So she can still shoot the pistol.
She can't actually. She doesn't have dual weapon wielding, ballistic,
Yeah.
and melee.
Yeah, she's got ambidextrous,
Alright.
2-weapon wield, melee, and range.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Alright, I forgot.
if I missed writing it down, she's meant
alright.
Okay.
Anyway,
she wields pistols and
Alright.
guns.
Can you
Yeah,
guess
shoot.
what Sator is going to do now?
Well, Ira still gets her shot.
Alright.
If she does a swift attack, kills it with that, and then can still shoot.
I'll just roll 1d100. 57, I think. Yeah, that misses. Or
Yeah.
close range. Is that
Close
actually
range,
that?
and that's
no,
point
it
blank.
is.
Yeah, that would hit by
That,
one.
that hits. Yeah.
Roll damage, see if you heard it.
Damage is 1d10 plus 2. I'm pretty. 1d10.
With enough pen to remove the 1.
Yeah. 5. It
does
doesn't do
nothing.
anything.
Thanks, Sato.
Anyway,
Just a second, I'll be right back.
Sator. Anyway, I'm just gonna continue because
Yeah, go.
how many people would Sator murder? A lot.
That part of the crowd is going to absolutely despise you, but they knew the risks.
They're in the splash zone.
Actually, I teleported, so I have to take 1 fatigue.
Yep.
1. Alright, time to calculate where I could murder within 15 meters without civilian casualties.
I am back. So Sato's staring at them.
Maybe. I'm trying to not murder the crowd. Would it be possible from
Yeah,
here?
It's just a cone coming out of you, man. You don't get to pick the angle.
If I teleport, I mean.
Yeah,
The
you
white
could
one
teleport
was-
to. You could teleport like up here.
You can teleport,
Uh.
like, down to
Even then, you click
this
in the
one
crowd.
and then shoot up.
Yeah.
I mean, can
I
you-
think that from. Got
I
it.
feel like up
Camera.
here you can get. But they also have a bonus because they're not looking straight at you. Really, it's better if you teleport backwards.
Fair,
You
fair.
can teleport back to the rock or something.
Yeah, but then Ira's in the way.
If she's not facing him, she's facing the
Anyway.
creatures.
Yeah, we've sort of been doing that with allies, haven't we?
You know what? I'm
Makes
just
sense.
gonna farm
They shouldn't have to
Just kill the
fully
crowd,
cover.
it's funny.
Yeah, it's a pleasure vote. Nobody cares.
Just kill the crowd. It's funny.
Yeah, you get the front row seats to an arena. You accept death, the possibility. Like, there are stray shots. There is no like.
I mean,
force field around.
don't people care about mass murder.
People get shot at people
Does
and get
he?
pulled into the crowd. It happens.
Like I said, it's a splash zone.
Yeah, it's like a Blood Bowl. Crowd is that same mentality.
That's my role.
Alright, so we have to roll willpower to try and oppose you. I feel like it's... They have a willpower of 30. It is physically
These things
impossible for
will-
them to
yeah,
beat
they
you.
can't win.
Cannot beat you.
Nope, they fucking what's their health again? Like 18 wounds. Yeah, but he doesn't beat me.
Yeah, roll your damage.
What's that? 2d10 plus 6. Wow, you are dead.
Wow, we are dead. I need to get to
Every
Burrow again. Damn,
Yeah.
Daniel.
Sator,
doesn't give any-
when he's
Alright,
when
roll
Sator is
for how
about to
many of
be
the crowd
attacked
dies.
What do you want me to roll for that? What do you want me to roll for that?
A lot of the crowd die.
67
Roll
people.
roll a d100. Yeah, that was their willpower. Yeah, Sator.
44.
So about 40 people die. Or are driven irrationally insane.
It's fine.
As you stare out at that, there's a moment of silence, both from the section of crowd that has got white, and people like waiting to see if they move. Nothing happens, and you're announced the winner.
Yay.
Yeah, you head off and collect your winnings. And
How-
Yep.
you can try and collect their skeletons first. Their endoskeletons.
You know what? I will take these things as trophies to the ship.
Yeah, that's fair. You could ask for those to be sent.
Yeah, and
You
I
have
will.
the 3 unique crystal skeletons.
Yep, and if it's fine, I will also order for there to be for blush and some high prof
The arena
vendor.
can't send you fruits. They're just
Damn,
giving you
alright.
money and the fruit. This is
It's fine then. Yeah, your mic is a bit.
been
You
happening
do got a
all
little
week.
bit
Might
of
be the
buzz
mic.
there.
Anyway.
Oh, that might be my thing.
Oh.
Hey, stop.
Still a little bit
You can
there.
still hear that buzzing.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of buzzing. But it's only picking up when you're talking. I don't know if you have
so
push to talk on or...
It's got only picked up stuff before.
Probably got voice
Yeah.
activity.
Yeah. So
And now after this, Sator is going to go to a surgeon to get healed up. Although he's more likely to do the healing himself because he'll likely heal more than a surgeon will.
Yeah. You go off and you get some healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
Holt, what are you doing anything? You can say going off to get some healing.
So Holtz, in the meantime, has been informed that he has to get off his lazy ass instead of just like watching his crew just like fuck things up on this pleasure world. And he goes out to high society, and as much as he likes waving around his big cock and explain and like going over all the details of all of his adventures and whatnot, dealing with high society is kind of boring because they all just want to suck each other's dicks, and it's just like they don't actually know what the galaxy is like, but he just like kind of puts up with it to get what he actually wants. So he's basically just like looking for like the high class parties, the who's who of the capital, rub shoulders. I don't know, or me as a player don't know what that would look like, but I'm sure Holtz is just kind of schmoozing.
Yeah, I'll start doing your schmoozing. Let's see, what would you roll? I'm gonna go to be a charm, isn't it?
I mean, I rolled like a 7 degrees of success or 8 degrees of success from last time.
Oh, yeah, you rolled that last time. Yeah, the Holtz just starts getting around schmoozing. It's like a day or two of doing that, and then you're like retiring back as you're like waking up in the morning on the ship. You see that you have a message. It's like very like flowery writing, but essentially inviting you and your retainers to come into the palace. Although you would see at the bottom there's like an addendum note. That is like, unfortunately my mistress does certain experiments and some of those react negatively with psychic, so I'd advise you not to bring any up to the palace. They've been known to have sieges upon arrival.
His mistress does experiments with psychers. Is that what I heard?
Like she does general experiments and stuff. Like there's like short descriptions of stuff. Seems like she's like does like experiments with chemicals and technology and all that stuff. She's a tech person, and some of them have reactions to psychics, or like psychics will react to them negatively.
Does that extend to navigators?
He doesn't mention navigators specifically. He says psychics. You're not entirely sure, but psychics don't tend to react to navigators don't tend to react to that stuff.
Okay. I send out I extend the invitation to everyone in the party, essentially. They are willing to come with me if they would like to. Otherwise, they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's a pleasure world.
This is like as Gizmek and Josef are like heading down to the inner hive, you get that ping. Holt's inviting you to come to the palace.
Hey, screw all this fancy pants shit. We got a job to do.
It's more like a meet me here if you're interested, and you just like on your Datapite.
Yeah, and about that time, where is Malachi in the morning?
No, that guy's probably going out to get a breakfast burrito on the planet or something. He's hungry.
As you're going, you hear it, you get like a buzz on your comm pad.
All right. He pulls up his comm pad, checking it out.
You see two messages. One is from Holt saying that. The other one, you tap it open, you see the icon of the Inquisition and some coordinates.
Oh, fuck.
No other notes, just the Inquisition icon and coordinates for where to go.
All right. Malika is going to go ahead and well, first he wants to see. Did Holtz go ahead and actually forward the guy's message to us as
Yeah.
well?
He would have forwarded like the message. Like, I mean, yeah. You guys have been informed enough that like, yeah, here's the warning that I was given. If you want to come, great. Otherwise, do whatever the hell you want.
Malika is going to say two things in response: good luck and important business. As he's going to go ahead and it's just like shit. And he begins making his way to these coordinates.
You make your way over to as you head towards, you notice that it's a one of the docks, like a specific one of like the docking arms area, but like a specific area. I'm forgetting the word, like one of the bays where they would have the ships.
The
Hangers.
hangers.
Sure. There's like a specific area, but yeah, one of the docking rooms where a ship would be.
All right.
And as you head over to it, you see a Thunderhawk, which is a like high tier, like combat capable transport ship.
Oh shit! This is real.
With the door open.
Oh no, this is real. Malachi is just kind of standing there, stunned in a sense.
As you survey, you see a rather large figure step out of the door. It's about 8 foot tall man. It's like thick, heavy carapace armor, most of it purple. You see one of the shoulders instead grey with the icon of the Inquisition on it. He looks to you and does the come here gesture.
Malachi's gonna like look left and right and begin like going forward, making sure not many people are looking.
Yeah, it's completely empty.
All right, yeah. Malachi's going.
Nobody else. You head over, he grunts and walks in, heading over to the pilot's chair. Gestures to one of the oversized, clearly not made for humans.
Malachi takes a seat and buckles himself in, kind of looking like a toddler in a baby chair.
Yeah, you look like a toddler who's gotten on a roller coaster that is way too big for them. Like they should not have been left on this ride. Locking the faint harness, having to pull it as tight as it will go, locking on extra belt. And then to find like a headset and put it on before you get deafened.
Yeah. All right then.
You hear like loud whirring and whining as the ship takes off. And then Malachi is taken off planet. With no idea what he's doing. As he did not ask.
Holtz just knows he's on important business, man. Listen, I don't think Malachi knows the seriousness of not to ask.
You're getting let off. Since Gizmek got to do a thing, we will go over to Holtz. Yeah, who shows up for Holtz's meeting?
Pretty sure it was just Sator that was coming.
Yeah, Sator would leave a message, give me a minute, I need to get healed after an arena fight. Or something along those lines.
It's like the day after, so you've had enough time to heal.
Yeah, righty.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about healing if you guys just thinking about in arenas.
Yeah.
You're even more concerned if you're on like prolonged vision and stuff.
Yeah.
You meet up, so like a couple of scars and things like, so got some big scabs, but you're fine.
Yeah.
Holtz, Just like basically, what happens is Holt sends somebody to collect Sator. After a little bit, it's not like big muscly dude comes to put a bag over his head or anything. It's more like a pleasure world escort that
Yeah.
Of big burly men, but with no shirts on and all your that and all your hats.
Yeah.
Burly men, scantily clad women, whatever floats his boat. Holtz doesn't judge. He recommends not bringing Ira, but that
You don't want to Ferrari?
No. Although Sator will take the gun, the agonizer for now because
You bring the fucking whip.
in his bag just in case he needs to poison a bitch.
yeah, and Holtz just basically waits at his Aquila.
You wait there, and eventually, Sator arrives with his entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are we supposed to walk in? Are we getting a
Also,
taxi ride or a limo ride or
Kind of as you're waiting there, you see this sleek black limo arrive.
Ooh.
The door opens and a well-dressed man steps out and gestures you in.
Holtz just kind of sits down, as rich people do.
Yeah, Sator follows along.
It's very nice. It's it's like a mini bar and stuff like that in there and stuff.
Holtz pours a glass of Amasek for Sator and pours one for himself, though he doesn't drink it until. Actually, he just doesn't drink it. He just kind of swirls it around a little bit.
Sator has the fucking whatever stomach, so he's immune to poisons, basically, at least from drinking and eating, I suppose. So he just drinks it, not caring.
Yeah.
He
Holtz
just drinks it for the taste now.
Holtz still doesn't drink his drink. He doesn't fully trust everything that's going on, and his paranoia is kicking in.
The man just watches you there, obviously ready to help with anything that you talk to yourself.
Also to check things in case, to be more careful in case, so that in case something happens, so that Sator can notice it more easily. Jesus, he's gonna take a life mist, of course.
You set in the thing, you sip your wine, and then you inject the drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know, like this, yeah. You have a sip of wine.
Oh, that's the good shit.
Nice wine. Better drugs.
Yeah.
Hails the purple mist.
And yeah, I imagine Holtz just kind of casually shoots the shit with Sator until we get there, unless anything happens.
No, halfway on the way you get hit with a rocket launcher.
Oh my! I
Oh
wasn't
my.
expecting
Yeah,
this.
you will fucking die.
How terrible.
The first thing I hear when my headset turns on again is "You all fucking die."
Got hit by rocket launcher. We all fucking die.
You guys drive along. It's a very pretty street, very nice, interior cool limo. You're driven up through the gate.
When we get to the gate, what I haven't actually examined the security up close. What's the security like at the gate?
It is, well, I think from a casual look, it would look like there's basically nothing. But from Holtz's trained eye and knowing how they hide security, it's outside of the palace, there's a lot more noticeable security. Here, there's a lot more security, but it'd be impossible to tell.
So,
Yeah, it's the hidden but high security.
So, hidden mounds of grass are actually just, turrets waiting to pop out?
Basically, the turrets can pop up. They're, people walking around, just seemingly normal guys walking around, but you can tell these, trained soldiers pretending to be normal people, ready to jump if anything happens.
They're Kriegers with, tactical shovels and not just gardeners with hoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Attached to the shovels are mines. Just boom.
They aren't actually gardening flowers. They are just putting more grease
That's making it
underground.
look like they're gardening, and like
They're
if you hung
actually
around, you
burying
would see them
bodies.
just
Yeah.
wandering around, poking at hedges, not doing anything. Just getting past it looks like they're actually doing it.
They're digging hidden trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like from anything else, be like, oh, there's like no security here. Be like, fuck, they have a lot of security here.
Alright.
You get driven in, taken up to like the front door, and it's like magnificent, like huge palace.
All with all the ostentatiousness of what a governor's supposed to have.
Oh yeah, even more because it's a pleasure world. Beautiful marble architecture, drapings of all the wealth and all that stuff.
I love the marble above it.
Yeah.
And of course
a lot of things here are marble. Very much they have that aesthetic.
Yeah, and of course the toilet made of gold. It's a pleasure world. They won't question someone having drugs.
Yeah, they do not care if you do drugs here. The entire point of coming to this planet is to do drugs. Just gonna as the car comes to a stop, the suited man steps out, holds the door open for you.
I step out, do like the straightening of my jacket, like brush the dust off. I wait for Sator to come out. And I stride on into where they tell me to go.
I think they suggest you towards like the main doors. The jazz your brothers just swing open, seemingly on their own.
Yeah.
I'm just following along with Halls for now.
You follow along as you head into the palace and basically see like it's the biggest fucking party you've ever seen going on. Which is, for a pleasure world, saying something. As Holtz is used to like essentially Holtz is used to going into like stately affairs of like really posh people doing all that stuff. It's like a full-on everything goes party.
So like like a
It's
cyberpunk
more like
nightclub.
it's more like a frat house than like a palace.
A cyberpunk nightclub, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to be like, I was not expecting that. And like the doors open, the music blasts out. It's going to be very well soundproof inside.
Holtz just kind of like tilts his head a little bit, like looks up at all the flashing lights. I'm assuming there's like strippers in cages, that kind of thing.
There's all
And
that
it's like-
going on.
And then just keeps going.
Yeah, what's Sato's reaction to seeing this? Or is he too high to notice?
He's only on life mist, so he definitely notices.
Yeah.
His
so, like,
reaction would be
what Holtz is like, that's weird. He goes in, Sato's seeing like every
His
single
thought
bit
was-
of detail, the gleaming of sweat on the dancers and all of that stuff.
Yeah, his thought would be either this is just normal pleasure world things, or this really is, or the Slaneshi cult is really infected in here.
So it can always be both.
Yeah.
As you guys head into the party, we'll head back over to Gizmek and Josef. They're both still here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are heading down to the lower hives. You see, it's like nothing like a couple locations where he would frequent, so, like the location of his house, and, like a couple bars he would go to. What are you guys doing?
Looking for the git.
Where are you going?
I guess the best place to
Like a
check
couple
is
bars he would
over.
frequent, like the manufactorum that he works in, and his house. It's like in a one-room apartment the size of a large closet.
I feel like the best place to find anybody is in a bar.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
now
gonna
let's
do
check
that
that
much
first.
alcohol again this time.
Do you head into his apartment then?
Yeah, why not?
You guys start heading your way over, kind of picking your way through the underhive, which takes a fair bit longer than upside.
Hmm.
Thankfully, you don't got to worry about being jumped or anything, because you have the fucking orc. Nobody's gonna mess with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do have to see, like, the signs of being an underhive. You know, gangers walking around with weapons out, and like trash thrown around, all that stuff going on. Yeah, very different feel to upstairs, where everything was so like cream and proper. Very obviously, very obviously heavily maintained.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
You
gonna.
guys find your way to the apartment. Like it's like huge ass apartment block of like 10,000 different.
Oh, let's see, 983, 984, 980 lots.
You guys find your way up to his room. Yeah, this like closet door in the wall of this tiny ass hallway that Gizmek can barely fit down. What are you doing?
Knock.
You politely knock.
Well, not so politely.
Flank.
He might leave a dent in his door, but
Yeah.
See if Gizmek's white knock would go
So
through the door.
Gizmek's version of a polite knock is not kicking it down.
yeah.
A normal knock is just keep booting it. As you bang on it a couple of times and no reaction from inside.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm gonna try and kick it open.
You boot it and roll me a strength just for the hell of it. There's more to see how well you kick the door rather than if you.
Damn, it's a bit hard.
You boot and like one of the hinges snaps off, falls over, basically collapsing in on itself. One hinge like twists and horrible, but manages to stay on.
Damn, I need a second kick.
And it's collapsed in. You just have to step over it.
Yeah, so I do is search and look around and see if there's anything obvious
That's it.
popping up.
You step in and you realize you can see the entire room from the door.
Huh.
As soon as
Stop
like,
talking all of a sudden. You realize, blank.
so yeah, you realize that the entire room is not much wider than the door. You have like the door's like this size, and the room is like this.
Hmm.
That is about like the size of the room.
Right.
You see like the bed is like a tiny ass like kitchenette thing, like a very tiny like chest for your shit.
I think Yusuf's gonna quickly look behind just in case anybody's come to check out the massive bang of
You see like a couple doors open and look out like what the fuck just happened.
Don't think about it. Go back in your room.
Yes, a couple people look out, notice the orc and the heavily armed guy, and quickly go back. Like, not my business. As this is the lower hives, this happens, and they know to keep their heads down. You guys are looking into this tiny ass room. What are you doing?
I see the chest as the main thing that my eyes focus on, but before I attempt to climb over the door, I'm going
Gizmek
to...
steps out of the way. He's just like, this thing's too cramped. You going?
I'm gonna pull my rifle to the ready, just in case.
You got
Gizmek's got his
an
foresight
arrow?
out. Then realizes
You got
it's
an
way
arrow?
too fucking big and pulls out his
Yeah.
smaller chain axe instead.
Takes out a smaller weapon of a fucking axe.
He has axe or longer, stronger axe.
He has axe or halberd.
Yeah, basically.
Great sword or something.
I mean, if it's big enough that it almost is as tall as Gizmek, it's pretty fucking huge for a
Yeah,
weapon.
it's like huge ass great sword, essentially. It's called a war scythe, it is not a scythe, it's closer to a great sword. Okay. As Joseph heads in, what are you doing?
I'll look at the chest to see if it's locked or anything.
You look at it, you can see like this like padlock on it.
Is it a like combination padlock or is it like?
And it's got a keyhole in the bottom. You'll see it is not the best quality, you could probably break it or shoot it off fairly easily. Like dollar store quality.
Yeah. Would it melt the padlock if I shot it with the?
Yeah, if you like You know, get in there, aim for the thing, and shoot it. So you're not going to shoot into the chest. Yeah, you can easy enough to shoot that and melt the lock off. Drops to the floor.
Want to see how good Joseph can just kick it off.
My first kill. Padlock.
Or skill.
Do you want to try and kick it, or are you going to shoot it off?
I'm gonna try shooting it off.
So you don't really need to roll. You just take a minute, press the muzzle up against the thing, fire it, and it puts a little hole in the wall as well. There's like a big scorch mark on the wall. You'll see the big melting metal as the lock drops to the floor. The little ring stays attached. Pop that off. You can open the chest now.
I'm gonna gently kick the smoldering lock that's on the floor out of the way and
Kick it out of the way.
pull the chest open.
And it's a mimic. Roll initiative.
Yeah. You rip it open, it clamps around your arm, you die.
Ah, well, at least I got one kill in.
So you fling it open and you hear a click. Roll agility.
Okay. Let's see, I've got to remember
Oh boy.
how I roll things again.
Just click on agility.
Just click on
Click the word, yeah.
agility,
Yeah.
and then click confirm or whatever it says there.
Yeah, it'll come up with the box and it'll give you
Yeah.
modifiers.
Let's see.
Just click on submit after you click on agility on the writing itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have a modifier? I don't think I do. Or do
I don't.
I have
Unless you have a skill,
dodge.
you don't.
I have dodge leveled up to 3
Yeah,
times.
I'd say you can do dodge here instead. I think that makes sense.
Do I just click on dodge then instead?
Yeah, click on dodge instead of agility.
Yeah.
If you have plus 20, it'll just automatically add it, so.
Yeah.
Come on. Why am I struggling with this?
It's fine. Are you on not Chrome or?
Oh, that's probably why I don't have Chrome. Let me open it up on Chrome.
Yeah.
The number at the edge of dodge. Yeah, so it's to fill the time. Yeah, you see Gizmek sees it, goes up, shoots the lock off, kicks it away, flips it open, and there's a loud boom as a fairly small explosion goes off. So like
The chest
fireball
was dark
size.
the whole time!
Yeah, it'd be about like this big of a boom, like half a meter around the thing.
Alright.
So you're just meant to get the contents of the chest and whoever opened it.
Right.
We are forming a box.
Stupidly slow internet. Let me open
Yeah.
20 again. Ugh.
Fun. We are reinforcing this position.
There's lag on this explosion. Let's take the react.
It went into hyper slow mo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joseph enabled bullet time.
Nice. Nice.
Detective visually engages. He's like detecting what's happening as he's exploding.
Oh lord, that
The
was way too-
Quicksilver runs past to get his scene of him running around as the explosion slowly expands.
Okay, no.
I didn't know I had a slow motion monitor involved. Slow motion perception installed. Must have done it while I was asleep.
He's very boldly seeing this very, very slow explosion that he can't move.
I mean, for now, Joseph could roll 1d100, or I could do it on mine. Because I still have control over his sheet.
Okay, I'll just do that then. Since my PC doesn't want to cooperate with me. 1D
Roll
100, was it?
1d100. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to roll low.
You get a roll below a 72. You're fine.
That wasn't even
The slash in the
right
front, my
Yeah.
friend.
You only need slash R.
Slash R stays
Yeah.
100.
Saves you
There we
typing
go.
4 additional characters.
There.
Yep,
So that's
He's fine.
that's 4 degrees
It's
of
fine.
success.
He
on
just
top
needs
of
to,
it.
he just needs to succeed. It's not an amazing trap. Yeah, Joseph throws it up and he hits the click and dives immediately as warmth takes over. Yeah. Then you look over to see there's the chest smoldering, but it's caught like a corner of the bed, slowly catching there.
Gizmek immediately goes over and tries to stomp it out.
I'm gonna brush my coat down with a mildly irritated look on my face. Or my eyes, I guess, since you can only see those.
You just went your eyes that girly.
I'm gonna assume since the chest caught on fire, everything is smoldered or
Yeah, so
ash.
you're looking inside. You can see it's currently on fire. It's like probably put it out. Save some of it, maybe.
Stomping on shit.
Like, stomping it all. You hear like something crunch as he does so.
Acceptable casualties.
Yeah, you guys have the fire put out. You look in to see smoldering remains of fabric on the top for the most part.
I'll try fishing around in the what's left. See if there's anything.
You got big thick gloves on because you're almost you start ripping off whatever scorched ass material. Things like clothing. You're gonna fish through. Yeah, roll me a search.
Okay.
Give you a +5. Helping.
Is that another 1d100? Oh.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah.
target of 28.
You have to roll.
Because
You can
nobody
roll
has the search skill yet.
I do.
Those
You got it,
and
buddy.
I also do have search. Those
Yes, you
those Gizmek.
stomp.
Yeah,
I do
doesn't
not.
matter.
You start fishing through it. Yeah, you see yeah, you see looks like a few outfits of clothing in there, and then at the bottom you see like what was a vial or something that has been crushed. Presumably can give like stomping on it.
I'll pull the biggest piece of the file out that I can.
There's like a vial, like a glass
Yeah.
vial that you store stuff in.
Yeah, so like the biggest last chunk of it remaining.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you pull it out and you see this like orangish liquid like stuck to it. The remains of whatever was inside of it.
Well, I'm not gonna know anything about this, so
Gizmek
I guess I'll-
is just like, give me that! He grabs it from your hand, he licks it to see what it does.
You lick it.
I'm gonna
It
arch an eyebrow at him.
tastes a little spicy. Other than that, nothing. The slight taste of blood as you very lightly cut your tongue on it. It's just broken glass. Yeah, there seems to be something is in it. You can't tell from just like the tiny bit. It's orange. That's about all you can tell. Orange and a little bit spicy.
Orange is almost ready, so you must have run away, real fish.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and have a search through the remainder of the. I was gonna say flat, but I don't think it's even big enough to be called that.
It's pretty flat.
Room.
Well, I mean, it's definitely flatter after I've stomped on the bed to
Yeah, you could
stuff
probably
on fire.
buy this room. You could buy this room from IKEA. Like, not the furniture, the entire fucking room in like 2 boxes.
Yeah.
Like walls and all, 2 boxes. Yeah, he's searching through the rest. Yeah,
Yeah.
roll me another search. D100, target of 28.
Wouldn't be 38 because Gizmek can give him a +10 because
Looking for
normally
+5 without rolling.
normally when we did search stuff, anyone helping would give a +10.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah,
So it's what plus what? did you
Roll
say?
1d100 anyway. Your goal is 30, under 38, barely.
Nice try, mate.
Yeah.
If you search around, you like lift up the bed, there's just floor beneath it. nothing under the covers. The kitchenette has like a couple bits of like moldy bread. That's about it. Oh no, they would not
Could
have
you
moldy
even
bread.
call
It's
it a
like
kitchen?
shitty ass crackers. This guy does not. This guy would not have bread. It's like shitty
Can't afford
crackers
bread.
and stuff.
Even worse than saltines.
Yeah, like shitty crackers. It's like large bar of nutrient something. It's like this nutrient bar of some variety.
Doesn't look like we're finding
prob-
anything else in here then.
It's probably quite horrifying to eat.
I'm just gonna step back out of the room, since there doesn't seem to be anything of great detail left in here.
Gizmek just kicks the chest and leaves. Waste your time. Just go to his job.
You guys also know where he works at the couple bars that he frequents.
Yeah, I can check his workplace. Must not pay very much.
Yeah, you don't know work for a normal hive guy, and you basically know.
So Gizmek, on the way out, one last thing. Gizmek goes on the way out and just like turns around and like picks up the broken door frame that's shattered and just sort of like awkwardly leans it against the frame, the door.
He's like twist the like bent bottom hinge, like gets it roughly back into place.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just sitting there. It's
collapses
not
a
even
bit.
remotely practical. He just does that and leaves.
Yeah,
He's
the
like, I'll
top
be
corner
polite
is
and
still
shit.
open.
Yumi's like that.
You guys are heading over to his place of work.
Mm-hmm.
We head over to Malachi and the Thunderhawk. It's strapped into his giant oversized chair.
Yep, I'm waiting.
Is Malachi just gonna wait for the entire journey? You do have a window, thankfully, so you can see that you are leaving Blink and you are heading out.
You know what? Malachi, as much as he would love to question the pilot, at the same time, he's looking back at that data slate and that symbol. That symbol has led to a lot of deaths, so he's not going to go ahead and open his mouth.
Malachi stays quiet for about 8 hours of travel time.
Good.
So pretty much a full day of just nervously sweating in the backseat.
That's a pretty long travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Malachi would as you can presumably looking out the window to see what's going on. You do get the nice view of space. Then after about 6 hours, you start to make out a large gas giant they're heading towards, like huge orange ball that would almost look like a star.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so I'm assuming that I'm just going ahead and keeping track of time's sake. So we left at about like, Malachi got the thing at like 10 in the morning, probably. Then it went from 8 hours, so that would be 6, like 6 o'clock.
It would be
in the-
about 4 p.m. when you start to see it.
Yeah. Malachi would probably be asleep.
Okay, so Malachi just passes out along the way.
What? Do you expect it to be up 24 hours? Yeah.
No, I thought we were doing the beginning of like after you'd woken up.
Yeah, but you said it was 8, then another 6. So
No, I meant
Yeah.
8 hours total, and after 6 hours of that travel time. Like 8 hours until you arrive, but 6 hours in you would spot it.
okay, I thought you meant like
Yeah,
a total of 14
It's like 4.
hours.
No.
You got called in at 10 a.m. It's 4 p.m. now. And you see this
Sorry.
giant gas giant.
Yeah, so after 6 hours of travel, you see this. What would at first look like a star, but as you get closer, you realize it's a large gas giant.
Oh, this is interesting. I guess if you want to stay hidden, you can all do that.
Continues closer, you notice that you are heading towards one of the moons. This large, milky white moon that looks a fair bit like Luna, or the moon.
Interesting.
I've had descriptions of it, everybody has. See, a massive distinction is this huge ass
Although,
hive city sat on it. Like somebody like put a massive spiky hat on top of a moon.
Interesting. By the way, while inside of the what do you call it?
Thunderhawk.
The Thunderhawk, yes. Like I'd be able to like just casually look around to see like if this is a 100% like completely empty, if it was used at some point, like if there's like remnants of previous gear, I'd be willing to roll awareness for it. I'm just curious.
Yeah, you have 6 hours to look around. You would spot all the details.
Yeah.
You'd be able to look around. Yeah, you'd see like the scratch marks and stuff on like the gear lockers where stuff was taken away, like the wear on the seats and where large butts were placed for long periods of time.
Yes. The ass of
One
the
that was
Space Marine.
used. Yeah. I mean, a normal human's ass is not scratched by steel. Well, you can see like the scratch marks of like ceramite scraping across its basement to get up.
Alright.
Yeah,
I mean,
been used at some point. Nothing shows it being recently, but it clearly was used at some point.
coolio.
You'll see like the back of the Space Marine that's piloting.
Does he look like a full-on Space Marine, by the way? Or
I mean, would you really know the difference?
well, I mean, the sort of the propaganda of like, you know,
Yeah, you don't see he's not wearing the power armor. He's wearing this like thick, like bulked up carapace.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's not wearing the typical armor, but he does look about right. He's about the right height. Maybe it's like old guy. Like you can see like a couple like big scars on his face and all that.
Yeah, Malachi wouldn't know the difference between a scout and the actual Space Marine, so he's just gonna be like,
There's not much outward difference.
Yeah, he's going to be like, all right.
It's very hard to tell the difference between 7'8" and 8 foot.
I got you.
Very close. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me, by any chance. I know that by this symbol, I should probably keep my mouth shut, but well, I'm assuming that where I'm being taken is a meeting place in regards to somebody very, very important.
You know, the head turns to look. You can like looking over his shoulder, and he nods, and gets back to flying.
Oh shit.
He like taps a couple of things, and then like popping into like light in front of you, this like blue, slightly see-through like hologram thing. See the planet that you're coming to, and then like brings up like a few details about it. And you see you're heading to Huntin, the only other notable planet in this sector, in this system even.
Wait, this
Like
is
some
Huntin?
basic details on it. Yeah, Huntin.
Oh
It's,
shit!
Yeah, it's a moon around that orbits around, I guess.
No, this is actually good because Malachi. All right, never mind. Yeah, no, Malachi actually can do something here. Interesting.
It pops up, get like this slow scrolling information on it. So, like, yeah, basically the info that you guys have. Like the day-night cycle, the atmosphere composition, all of that stuff. Like he's debriefing you about the planet.
Interesting. I'm guessing you're going to be accompanying me then.
You see again, he turns to half face you and nods.
Well, I'll try not to be any trouble then. He's continues looking at the the hologram and basically just going to, he's not even doing any messages to like Holtz or anything like that, just probably an astropathic message back to the Blackstone basically saying, hey, business is lasting longer than usual. I'm fine. Expect a big return.
Yeah, probably a couple of days. You see yourself being slowly brought down towards the planet as you head towards this large, like shielded hive city.
Interesting. Yeah, no, if we're gonna be landing, I was just curious about well, if it's shielded, does that mean it's kind of like a biodome in a
Yeah, so
sense?
you can see like the flickering around it, and it's got like like a void shield, like in hangar bays, like when they have the doors open, they have this flickering field that keeps oxygen in.
Okay.
That lets solid things pass through, but keeps the gas in. Like, you could shoot through it, you could fire a gun through it, you could fire a laser through it, it's just want to keep air in.
Gotcha. Yeah. Malachi's going to wait for this guy to land, and yeah, no, this is very, very a lot of information for him to take in at the moment.
It comes in, sits down in the stocking base, it opens as he arrives, seemingly expected. Goes in, sits down, you see servitors and you see workers coming out that are suited up like they're working in vacuum, despite the field meaning that the place should have air. But seemingly not trusting it to stay there forever. Paranoia, people that work in the void.
Fair enough.
They come out, and then the Space Marine steps up and walks out, gesturing for you to follow.
Alright. Malachi is going to go ahead and follow.
And then, since Joseph will have to go in a bit, we will hop back over to Gizmek and Joseph, and then get a last bit in.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate
back over to you guys, you head towards this manufacturer.
Yep.
Yeah. You see this very large factory, it's like belching out pollutants into the air. The air around it is very shit. Like, you would probably want to rebreathe if you're going to be here more than a few hours. You see, none of the workers seem to have any.
I'll pull my face mask up tighter
Yeah,
around
it's
me.
like, you're fine, you don't care. Orcs don't care. Orcs don't care about pollutants.
Can we tell what kind of factory it is from the outside, or?
Yeah, so as you can look at it for a bit, this place seems to do... I don't know how exactly, but it seems to do stuff with chemicals. Like big containers of various different kinds of chemicals. Like powerful acids and stuff.
This place looks interesting. Alright, let's go talk to whoever the fuck.
Maybe we'll figure out if the orange shit that you found earlier was anything to do with this.
It tastes spicy.
Sator appears. The chemicals. Drugs.
Just phases out of the fucking wall, just like, did someone say chemical?
Just out of violent outsourcing. You guys head up to the gate, so you see a couple very obviously security guards. It's like rent-a-cop style things, not even arbiters. It's like, it's like gets out a mask, takes a breath of oxygen. What do you? Sorry. What's your business here?
He just holds up the wanted poster and says, "We need some info."
Okay. Can you wait here? I'll alert the boss.
Yeah, sure. Do you hear anything?
He's like, keep an eye on them, and he heads off into the building. Comes out after a moment. Yeah, he'll see you. Come with me.
Go. Gizmek just strides along behind him.
And he, just a second, steps into his little security booth. Comes out holding a set of this tank with masks. Hands one to each of you. You'll probably want this.
I'll just silently take it off him and turn around quickly to put my
Put it under
mask
your
down,
mask.
Yeah.
and then pull the mask.
Yeah, so
Just
this isn't the type
imagine.
that you want to keep on and breathe through. It's meant you want to every now and then take a puff, take
Yeah.
a breath of actual oxygen rather than shitty air.
Yeah, the air just
I'll,
tastes weird,
follow
but I'm
along.
fine. Don't worry about giving me one.
He leads you through. You come onto this the ground of this factory, where just a smell that makes the hair in your nose burn.
What hair?
It's you can see these massive open vats of some kind of chemical as people dipping clothes into it, trying not to get their fingers in. seemingly doing something with clothes, either possibly dyeing them or something like that.
It doesn't happen to be orange, does it?
Some of it, one of the vats is. There's various different colours. Like, this bit seems to be them dyeing clothes. Like,
Right.
dipping them in that comes out different colour.
Gizmek looks at the orange vat and keeps it in mind, but continues to follow the guy because he knows that Yumis are a bunch of, like, fucking
Yeah.
antsy fucks, and if he goes somewhere that they don't want, then he'll probably throw a fit.
Yeah. And I think Joseph probably noticed none of the workers have any of those gas masks. And they're working directly next to these chemicals that are probably highly poisonous to breathe in.
I'll furrow my brow and quickly take a puff of the mask.
Yes, the smell in here is just absolutely horrendous. Guess that probably doesn't care too much.
I mean, Gizmek probably cares a little bit more than Mange would, but still not much.
It's still an orc. You smelled worse. You work in worse when you're working on your stuff.
This place smells spicy. What you up to here?
Oh, this is textiles. We make various kinds of clothes. This is just the dyeing area, so his room is up here and he leads you to a set upstairs.
Alright.
And just like directs you to this like large door. You see there's like a window that overlooks the floor.
Hmm.
Is this like the boss's place?
Yeah, this is his office.
Alright, cool. Is he here?
Yeah, that's why I brought you up.
Alright,
Yeah, you
cool.
can just meet with him.
Just
He'll
opens
be
the door.
here for when you need back. Yeah. You open the door and you see there is another door after a short area. Like a
How many doors?
very low-tech airlock.
He steps inside and closes the door behind him after Josef steps in.
Yeah, step inside, Jason comes in, he closes that, you hear like the clunk of a lock, and then a clunk as the door in front of you unlock.
Ah, I see what they're doing.
Definitely
Alright, you
that
ready,
way.
Yus?
I just nod as much as I dislike the nickname.
Yeah, Josef is probably the only one that actually has a problem with the nickname he's been given. Everyone else just accepted it. And
I'll
he,
not dispute it, but I won't enjoy it either.
Yeah. So we wander along and follow, go into this room.
Yeah, you step through into, so it looks like a manager's office. You see like a desk with a couple of chairs scattered around it, the large like floor-to-ceiling windows that overlook the factory floor.
Oi, where's the boss at? Show yourself.
Yeah, and you would see the guy stood behind the desk and like looking over the factory. So yeah, well dressed. He got this like nice suit on. So like nice stylish hat, and it turns around as you come in. Oh yes, please take a seat.
Yeah, I'll stand. I just go over to the chair, just like stand behind it and lean on it. It probably
You
creaks
doesn't-
massively.
Yeah, you go there to his side as you lean on yours, and it bends a bit. Gizmek is like 7 foot, wearing carapace armor.
I think I am 7'4", as I have written down. Yeah.
I think 4 inches of water. This is 7 foot. But yeah.
4 more inches of orc is 4 more inches of muscle.
Yeah. Fair. Does Joseph sit down?
Yeah, I'll brush my coat end to the side and slowly sit down. Did I say?
To what do the pleasure of this visit?
This thing. Gizmek just puts the wanted poster on the table. We're looking to find this guy.
Well, I can say he hasn't come back to work since that has shown up. I can't really tell you much more. Well, I could tell you where he lives, but you already know that.
How'd you know we know that?
Like, it's written on the paper.
Oh, yeah.
Like, gestures to what you put in front of him.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
chuckle
it's almost
to
like I
myself.
wasn't the one who read this.
I could tell you a bit about the guy, I guess, if you want. I've had a couple of...
Yeah, what's he like? What's he do? How's he act?
I didn't know him too much personally. He just came in, did his work, and went. Didn't complain very much. I had heard that he got occasional supplemental income. Currently volunteered for experiments in various places.
You know who's doing them
Testing
experiments?
things. I don't know exactly what I've heard about it from some of the other workers. Gossip while they work, you know? I've heard a few things.
Do you have any friends?
A few of the workers here. I don't know exactly who, but presumably he's reasonably social.
Alright.
Yeah, there's the bars.
Also, what's the
frequented.
orange shit? What's that orange liquid?
You like, point to the vat.
Yeah.
Oh, that is one of our dyes. Just meant to color the fabric the colors that we want.
What's it made out of? Because I think I might have drank some earlier.
I would not advise that. They're not meant to be eaten.
Yeah, well, I was trying to figure things out.
It's nothing horrible, I guess, if they're in clothing, but I wouldn't suggest drinking a bunch, because a bit won't hurt.
It was like a
What's
drop or
shipping?
something on it on a broken glass shard. Mostly
I
tastes like
don't-
blood.
I don't even know how you would do, but yes, he like lists off a few chemicals. But Zach doesn't know what exactly goes into making dyes.
Well, just on a general, what kind of would any of them be like potentially like super harmful in a small dose?
It's just a chemical dye, so nothing in a very small dose. Like you might get a bit sick if you drank like a vial of it.
Yeah, so I didn't have
Yeah,
anywhere.
so
near
vial of
enough
that, so like, if you drank it, you would it'd probably be like the equivalent like ingesting rat poison.
Ah, lovely.
Like diarrhea, vomiting, all of that shit. Maybe some bad shit, but mostly you should be fine.
Josef will pop up with a question and basically ask, would there be any reason for him to keep it in his flat or living quarters?
Oh, I don't know why you would keep a
Because we
vial of
found-
dye.
Because we found a vial of dye amongst his personal belongings.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
what's
no,
left?
he didn't work in this area. He was in the I forget his name. Zach does not know the fancy name. There's an area where they want to prepare the textiles.
Hmm.
He worked over there. We've got a couple of chemicals that are more orange. They're more acid or alkaline.
Oh, so it might not have been dye.
Might have been one of those. I can't say exactly.
Is there a separate boss in that area? Or are you the boss?
No,
of
I
the ocean,
overseen the whole place. That's how I knew him. Or knew him somewhat.
You know, which of those other chemicals is orange?
There's a few.
Yeah, give me all of them. He lists off like a shit ton of ingredients really annoyedly at the orc looking at him.
Yeah, he's like, he takes out a sheet of paper, checks it over. Takes a second.
That's not the
takes
orange
out-
one, that was
it's like-
blue, that was green.
Yeah, he like goes through and tells you about the orange ones. Yeah, there's one that's like a powerful acid meant for like basically bleaching it, which couldn't be since you broke it into eat through the wood or anything. And a couple others, and there's one that fits the bill, just like a yeah, because used in that it's more alkaline, but it's mostly fine. And apparently, one of the side effects is that drinking it can cause hallucinations.
Hmm. I'm gonna look over at Gizmek with a questioning eye. Seen any weird stuff?
Gizmek wouldn't be seeing anything though, 'cause he
Okay.
licked like 2 drops off of a bit of glass.
And something
Also-
different might happen because he's an orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he's an orc. Drugs don't.
Might as well check.
Sorry,
just
for
in
some
case.
reason my foot pedal for the voice chat wasn't working right.
Damn.
I think the
Fair
USB
enough.
cable just came barely loose or something. Alright, yeah. So, what was the question again?
He asked if Gizmek hallucinated, and we were like, no, he wouldn't be, because he licked like 2 drops of it, and he's an
And he's
orc.
also an orc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Why would he need
No.
a hallucinogen?
Some people like to take drugs for various reasons.
Oh yeah, I know one of them guys.
enjoy
That guy
the
has three
high,
eyes.
yes.
Have you ever seen someone with three eyes?
Cannot say I've seen any mutants, no. If I had, I would have reported them.
Oh, you called him that?
Yes, what else would you call a person with 3 eyes?
Oh no, I don't know Yumi words. Anyway. Oi, Hosh. Think we should head down and talk to some of the other dudes on the floor?
Seems like we're not going to get much more information here. So,
Yeah,
Might
thank
as
you
well.
kindly for answering the questions and whatnot. If you have any complaints about the orc thing, he pulls out like a pre-written like little bit of thing that Holtz probably gave him at some point that he just reads over to explain that he's the orc from a rogue trader and that he's legally allowed to do shit. And they just sort of hands him like a copy of it.
The actual note says, "I can do what I want." Signed.
Rogue Trader.
Yeah.
Signed Rogue Trader Holtz.
Yeah.
Just hands that
Takes
to
that
him.
and sets it down. Well, I just hope that if you manage to apprehend him, you'll inform the authorities that I was helpful.
Yeah, sure. What's your name? I
Why do I
love
never prepare?
I fucking
He
knew as
minor
soon as I
character. His
said
name-
it that he would run into this.
So I'm like, oh, he's
Like-
a minor character. His name doesn't matter. They won't bother to ask. And then he fucking asks. I should expect
Jack,
this.
you literally set him up to be asked for his name. Oh, make sure you put in a good word for me to the authorities. Oh, sure. What's your name?
What's the word to put in?
I am management man.
Management man.
I am
His name Jeff.
Astrobek Van Kurg.
Can you write it in what you hear me Gothic?
Yeah, he takes out like a business card and hands it to you.
Alright, cool.
It's like tiny ass slip of paper in your fingers, like this next size.
Astra
business
Crumb.
card is
Got it.
tiny.
Let's go. Gizmek just walks out.
Stand up, brush my coat down, and
I'm
then
going to
nod
save
to
this
him.
page. This is good for 40k names.
40k names.
Yeah, you guys head out, and where you want to be heading next?
Oh, we were gonna go down to like the actual like area where he worked and see if we could talk to some of his coworkers and find out more.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you head over to there. It's like the preparation area, like the security guard leading you around, occasionally puffing on his oxygen, not liking having to stay inside the factory, but just also does not want to lose his job. Leads you along, and you come over through the area of the factory. Go up to where you can see it's like cotton gin style, like you can imagine like the Victorian style of like making clothes. It's basically
Mhm.
that.
Except
Like,
slightly higher
machinery
tech.
open. Yeah, it's machinery going around, like small kids or they wouldn't have rattlings around here. There's like children who are running between them, collecting stuff, keeping them working properly. Yeah. Open huge vats of chemicals for no apparent reason to being open.
Hey, this looks like a well-run place.
You hear like a scream, and you see like a kid with like the back like a pinky caught in the edge, and like, ah! Screaming out. Somebody comes over and like cuts the edge of the finger off to get him out of the machine.
Ew.
Hmm.
Well, damn.
Yeah, nobody else stops working except for that one guy who cut his finger off. The machine continues back up, and the kid goes off holding his hand. And baby.
Oh, God.
Fuck, baby.
Don't fuck me.
Roll
That's
for-
a bad idea.
Yes, don't fuck baby, that's a bad idea. Have... How been...
Is that what you... Wait, is that just down? I just scrolled down. I didn't even notice.
Let's hope he's not in the driving seat, though.
Thunderhawk Malachi, bitches.
What's
Ugh.
what's the pink line coming off the bottom?
It's peeing.
Ah, I see. Oh wow.
Now it's stopped.
levitating pee. It's in space.
I fucking can't.
In here.
Maybe he's after the trampoline.
Yay!
Zach, don't look down.
What did you do? Okay, you just drew that. That's fine. There's a reason I have big blank spaces, so you guys can't do that stuff.
Hey, we've
Oh
got
shit,
a
that's an open invitation you didn't want
Yeah.
to make.
Anyway.
All things appropriate. They just draw dicks or anything. The security guard leads you over to small selection of people. Yeah, working around this machine. Brings you over, steps over. They can look over, confused,
Alright, did any of you work with this motherfucker? He just shows the picture.
They can set down what they were working and come over towards you.
I can hear happiness on the fucking trampoline.
Oh shit! I was muted this whole time.
Yeah, apparently.
God damn it!
I should have mentioned that, probably.
I thought, God, I was muted for like a solid 20 minutes.
You are.
I was chuckling, just like, all right, who's the one that put out? How long has this been here for?
Me.
Well, yes. It's just like, hell yeah, Mel. The thing was that once you guys went ahead and found it, I was responding perfectly in fucking sync to what the fuck you guys were asking. So I had no idea I was muted. I was just like, yeah, man, fucking Thunderhawk Malachi, bitches. Yeah, you guys were responding
God
directly
damn
on
it.
time.
Yeah.
Wow, we accidentally fooled the malarkey.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, yeah, you guys go back to that. I'm gonna continue drawing.
Yeah, these two women and a man step up. Well, yeah, I've seen him. He worked here until a couple of weeks ago.
Anything suspicious about him?
Not really. He just came here and worked. Mentioned a couple of times he managed to get some extra income from volunteering for these experiments upstairs, or up above.
Any specific experimentation?
He said he wasn't actually allowed to talk about what he did, just that he did them. Yeah, testing things, seeing if stuff is safe, testing the effects, all of that stuff.
Let's see. Any more questions, big guy?
Yeah, what's your favorite color? Sorry, I'm half distracted in the background there.
Blue?
Hello.
Hello.
Apparently I wasn't clicking down the remote right. God damn, my pedal is dying.
Says her favorite color is blue.
Alright, so he basically said that he's not allowed to talk about the experiments and such, right?
But yeah, they said that's what he said. Is like, oh, I do the experiments. I can't tell you what they are because they maybe not. But I've been getting them. I've been getting great money.
Yeah. You know what he stole?
I didn't know he stole anything.
Interesting.
I'm guessing whatever he was testing, he stole that.
What
You
was
don't
you
have to
testing
know
most
whereabouts
recently?
this was it?
He didn't really seem the type that would just take something. He'd value being able to do that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to type to do things until they do. I should know orcs will stab you whenever you... Actually, no. You'd expect an orc to stab you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and ask, do you don't happen to know whereabouts he went for these experiments, do you?
He just said they were up in the upper areas. There's various people there would want somebody to test, so would hide from down here.
see. Well, that's all my questions,
Are
anyway.
you hiding anything from us?
Not that I know of.
Are you sure?
Like thinking, trying to find something she's missing.
I mean, there's a scrutiny check.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying
which I
to
don't have.
see if she's lying.
I guess so.
Pretty sure
yeah.
that scrutiny is
Don't know.
basic, so we can still roll.
Yeah, you can still roll. It's just really hard.
Woo! My status. I have to roll under
It
an
seems to be
18.
thinking though for like anything she could be missing.
Baby.
Who dare wooed in the corner?
Oh
She
no.
wants me to watch on the trampoline. Yeah, so she seems to be honestly telling you everything she's aware. She's aware of, nothing insinuating that she's hiding anything.
Alright. Yeah, well, I don't know where to go from here. Any idea? Osh?
Well, as far as I can tell, they've still got bars left for us to check.
Oh yeah, where'd he go drinking?
There were a couple places we went out once. We couldn't really afford to go out very often. It was about the last time I saw him. We went out. He mentioned that he was going to go and test something for some big up person he wanted to treat us.
You happen to know where that
Whereabouts
was?
He wasn't allowed to say, just that it was above. We went to. I did actually name this place. I went to the Varold.
Well, that's
Well,
good
alright,
enough
we'll
clue
go
as
there.
any.
Just went there, had a few drinks, and then had to go to bed to be up for the shift.
Alright, we'll head there then.
But
Alright, let's go.
Oh boy.
Babe,
The baby.
The baby.
roll for baby.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Roll for baby.
Nah.
It's pretty mild baby.
Smile, baby.
That's a pretty mild baby.
I'm gonna roll a d12 for baby.
No, look at different 40k vehicles to stick Malachi in. I'm bored. But that's okay, I'm keeping myself entertained.
Yeah.
Picturing Malachi just on this big, like, ship and whatnot, doodling little
Yeah,
pictures of him in
that's what he's
vehicles.
doing on his data slate.
It
Yeah.
just opens up like fucking future version of MS Paint and starts doodling badly.
It's like Google Docs, but like MS Paint, which is why like Holtz is also like, what are you doing?
It's a group chat.
Yeah, it's like
It's like the old Nintendo DS, like.
Pendo chat. Yeah, it's Pendo chat.
Sator is going to start drawing the Slaneshi symbol.
You better fucking not.
He's gonna draw it halfway and see if everyone leaves.
let's see you guys start heading over towards that bar, and then we can hop back over to Holt's. It's really Joseph's gonna have to go in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Holtz, Holtz just kind of keeps going forward, assuming like that's where he's supposed to go, and like just like kind of like keeps. He finds a staircase, climbs it, and if it's not the right way, he just kind of like pretends that he wanted to come here in the first place. You know, buys a drink, switches it around, pours it down a stripper's shirt because, like, they like it like that. I don't know. They're freaks. It's a pleasure world.
Yeah, you don't have to
Because
buy the
Holtz
drinks.
is
There
a
are people
freak.
like walking around the trays. There's people
Yeah.
walking around the trays of drinks, like as you see at a fancy party, and then there's straight up bars scattered around. You can go up and get them. And you're
Yeah.
just giving them away.
Yeah, and I just they're all freaks. I'm sure they like all this shit. So it's just like kind of pretends that he's exactly where he wants to be, even if it's not where he wants to be. He has a high enough fellowship that he can pull it off.
Yeah, what Sator doing is following Holt's doing this.
Sator is just following behind the Holt.
Take care, man.
All right, see you, man.
Later.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
You're just going around this party acting like you belong.
I mean, I do belong. I was invited here, quite literally.
Yeah, like acting like this is the kind of parties that you normally go to.
Yeah. And, I don't think anyone can really tell the difference.
There's not like an act. I guess there's like a performance.
I mean, performance, but I also have, like, charm and deceive and all that implies there.
Roll to deceive.
Roll to deceive?
We did say, actually, I cannot give Holt any help in that because I don't have it trained.
I'm going to spend a reroll.
Ooh.
No.
It will give you a +10 because Holt has done other parties.
Okay. But I still am gonna reroll. There we go.
Much better.
So he's going through, acting like, yes, I love this kind of party. Yeah, see like all the strippers and all of alcohol people doing very drunken games. Yeah, it's like a frat party. It's like a very high budget frat party. Like fancy, like beer pong and all that classic stuff going on.
It's like that one episode of Samurai Jack where Jack goes to the rave.
Kind of. Yeah, he's walking to a rave expecting a fancy ball.
Yeah.
I was expecting a ball and found a fucking rave going on.
I mean, this is nice too, in its own way.
You go in through, you would, after some point, come out into like this main room where you would see, it's like basically a huge dance floor with basically a DJ up on the end, playing like very, very loud, fast, like dancing music. People going insane on the dance floor. You'd see like a large like balcony at the back. Like you see up there, the governor who you recognise. It's like, you've heard descriptions of him and seen images of him scattered around. Tall, like blonde-haired man. He's like still fairly built, even though he's got like a few grey hairs going through. Still has this military. Sort of there at attention. He's like taking some wine, grapes, and that. So at military attention, but still indulging a bit. And you see kind of like lounging beside him is this like tall woman with this like long red hair kind of done up in a fancy do. It's like, very, very fancy, almost like I feel like if you did like lingerie and made it an actual dress, like wasn't skimpy, just like
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
I'm trying to think of how to describe how the dress looks.
You put lingerie!
No, yeah, it's got kind of like those kind of designs on it, but it is an actual dress.
Oh god.
That's where I'm supposed to go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sure the person next to him was like, "What? I said your tits look great today." And then just like keeps on going.
What are you doing? You got this here huge party and thing, and then they're up on this balcony.
Yeah, I mean, I just like start making my way to the balcony. Yeah, to see if anyone stops me, which would be kind of funny. To Holtz at least, and two because that's the person he wants to talk to in the first place.
You start heading up. You see like a couple of curving staircases that lead up to it.
I'm gonna start heading up.
As you kind of head over to them, you see a couple guards at the base, dressed. They're not Albertes. They are it's like high up PDF troopers. They got like the flak armor and that stuff. So then they put their guns between them like guards do with halberds.
Holtz basically like still walks up and basically says, "I'm Rogue Trader Holtz. I have business up there."
Okay. Leans in, puts a finger to his ear and says something. You see the governor from the top looks over, gestures for you to come up.
I'm surprised it took that long.
Yeah, the guard nods and steps to the side, letting you up.
Yep. I make sure I let Sator's close enough behind that he just like comes with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follows behind you and they don't stop him because they would assume.
Yep.
You walk directly behind someone, they're not saying anything, they're with you. You come up, and as you do, the governor turns around to face you and says, "Ah, welcome, Lord Holtz. Have you been enjoying my planet?"
It's been lovely being here. My crew has greatly appreciated your attractions, shall we say. And we do the traditional shake hands, sit down in the lounge chair.
Yeah, he claps your hand, shakes you in like a firm grip. Again, clearly has not let himself go. He still very much could probably have to Lasgan and put on flak armor. And he directs you towards the chair. So I'm sure you know that I am Governor William now, I suppose. This is my mistress, Velvet. So, waves.
A pleasure. If she just waves, that's fine. He would go. He'd do if she's far enough away, he won't offer a handshake. But if she's right there,
she's on the other side of him.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah, he gestures to a couple chairs, comes down and sits with you.
Sator would also offer the government her handshake.
Of course.
Himself.
Takes it.
I introduce him as they're shaking
Sator.
hands. Yeah, this is my navigator,
Yeah.
Sator.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet one of the Navigators Guild.
Pleasure to also meet you, Governor.
Please call me William.
Very well then, William.
We live on roughly equal terms, so it shouldn't really matter.
Not of course.
So is there anything I should call either of you? Do you guys like your titles?
Titles tend to make things go slowly. I'm a man of business after all, and time is money. Holtz is fine.
That. Very well. Well, Holtz, is there anything I can do for you? I hope you've been enjoying my world. I've only been here for a few days.
I appreciate your generosity, but there are a few things that I'm interested in.
Of course.
You see, I'm as a rogue trader, I've come across many, shall we say, historical artifacts, and as an enthusiast of Imperium history, I have come across something that might have affected your planets before your time, of course, but something that might be interesting to you. Are you aware of the travails of the void ship Spear of Light? It was a rogue trader ship from a few centuries back.
I can't say that I do. I didn't keep up with the rogue traders too much. They just do their own thing. Apologies.
Well, I have it on good authority that that ship visited this planet and was looking for something. Unfortunately, I don't know what, but once I do, I might know where the next step would take me on its journey.
Well, as far as I knew, a couple hundred years ago, it was still a pleasure world. So they could have simply been looking for a good time. It's just I'm certain they found it.
Oh, I'm sure they found that too.
Just something else. Do you know anything about the nature of it? I may be able to help. I know some things.
Well, you see, I was looking for... I can't tell you about the visit itself. From what I know about it, he only spent about a day here. Very short period of time.
Most people spend at least a week to allow their crew some time.
Indeed. And I also know that the first place the rogue trader visited just so happened to be this very mansion.
Oh. You know if he's on friendly terms with the old governor? I suppose it would have been his predecessor 200 years ago.
If they were on good terms, you'd think he'd visit more than once. Or at least stay for more than one day, yes?
Well, I'm afraid I am not too sure of that. However, my Velvet does know some things more about that. She does look into relics of all sorts and experiment with our own as well.
I
Where
see.
it may be the opportunity where the mistress of the governor is a bit more of use to you.
Hmm. Well, regardless, I appreciate your hospitality, Governor.
If you wish to simply enjoy yourself, feel free. If you wish to speak with Velvet about this, I can certainly bring her over.
Well, it is a matter of business, unfortunately. I don't wish to disturb your mistress, but if she has the time.
Oh, she delights in talking business. Do not worry.
Excellent.
Steps up and goes over to her, like leans down to talk to her. She nods and gets up and approaches as he goes back to where he was. He's like, I understand you had some business to talk about.
I do, actually. And, I give her, the same rundown that I just gave the governor.
Yeah.
Just for brevity's sake.
Yeah, she sweeps in. It's like, well, I can't say I was exactly around at that time. But I do know of a few things that he could be looking for.
You do you?
Just as governors tend to follow a bloodline, so do their mistress. My grandmother may have been here at that time.
So your family has been here quite the. You're not a. Shall we say? You haven't been accompanying the good governor for his previous career. Then your family has been here.
Wouldn't you definitely bring a woman around in a military vessel?
I've heard love can bloom in various situations.
Of course, it can happen. That's not one of my constitution and preferences. This place is much more to my speed.
Well, I won't judge. After all, your situation seems to be helping me quite a bit here.
Well, I can certainly assist with information, although there is the matter of what exactly I will get out of it. And to give things out for free, I'm sure you understand.
What's the prestige of assisting a rogue trader isn't enough?
Well,
I'm sure
that is highly valuable, but I need something more than that.
I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can afford your services.
I don't trade in coin, unfortunately. Trade in services.
I'm sure I can afford that too.
Well, how about this? I can provide you with information of what the Spear of Light came here to acquire, as well as perhaps other things. And in return, I can contact you if I ever need anything done.
You want me to hand you a blank check? Is that it? I'm
I
afraid.
prefer.
I'm sure everyone would love a blank check from a rogue trader, but I'm afraid that's not how business works.
Oh, I'm sure you get somewhere a bit quieter. I need to be shouting over this music.
I don't mind.
Well, that is up to you. I tend to prefer a bit more quiet.
Lead the way. If you, the noise here can get a bit distracting. I understand.
She sweeps out of the chair and leads you over to this side room.
I still have Sator following me.
Yeah, I assume so.
What about noise? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the noise is like this, loud booming music that's going over the dance hall.
Whoop whoop whoop!
Yeah, very much rave, high energetic dancing. You are having to shout at it.
Yeah.
Leads you over to the side room, opens the door, leads you in. Sees this large round table with chairs scattered around it. All of it very plush and very comfy to sit in. You close the door behind you and heads over to sit down on one of the chairs. Just as you to sit across from you.
Yeah, I sit down.
Yep.
So, is there anything else we should know of besides the Spear of Light?
I understand another rogue trader was here very recently.
Yes.
But
I can tell you about what he came here for as well.
Lord Captain Balthazar, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Did you wish to know of him as well?
I am curious about why he came here. It's we seem to be running into each other quite a bit, and I'm curious. I don't want to be, seen as stalking him, but I am curious. But if we keep running into each other, I might have to run into his business.
You can certainly provide this information. There is the question of what exactly you can do for me.
I'm a rogue trader, dear. I can do a great many things. The question is, you just simply have to name a price.
So the in-character and the Zach. He asked for first.
Shit, I expected him to just give me a blank check.
Nah, I've got a couple options. I'm done looking through for which one she would offer first. Sorry about this. I keep
It's
notes
fine.
in weird places.
Now,
Until
we
you're
can-
looking, if anyone scrolls down, you will get corruption.
Only
Alright,
one
now I have to show
corruption,
the
though. I think
chat.
half of you are immune to that. I think half of you are immune to that. Unfortunately, the viewers are not. They will gain 1 out of 10 corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much corruption do the viewers get? Let's find out.
Alright.
Everybody hop in the Thunderhawk of protection,
Yeah.
guys.
The viewers get a 6 corruption. Unfortunately, that's not 10, so they don't roll me for mutation. Boring.
yeah. We can flavor like this way is like them like negotiating.
No, I've got as you talk back and forth a little bit. Well, some of this I can't really get until I've told you that. So let me say, I can tell you what the Spear of Light did. In exchange, there are a few items that I can't acquire here. We'll get to those and bring them back when you can. There's no immediate rush, but I'd like them sooner rather than later, of course. I can provide you a small list. It'll not be too hard, they simply cannot really be acquired here.
I see. And what items would these be?
If he takes out a date slate and slides across. You see a small list of various things which, would not be too hard to get. They're just these plants that are specifically found only in certain worlds and stuff like that. I'll get an actual list of it later. Yeah, just a list of a half dozen items that are not hard to get, but you have to travel to get them.
Not hard to get. So are these like ingredients? I hand the list over to Sator as well, so we can look at them. See if he knows anything about them.
See, what would you roll to see if there's any connotation?
Scholastic or chemistry, maybe, if it matters for that.
Yeah, you can try that.
I get a plus.
An inquiry? An inquiry cover.
I have Forbidden Lore Xenos, if that matters.
Say can roll the chemistry, because a bit of that would apply. I'm looking for the more general skill for the whole list. Like, some of them are chemical, some of them are items.
Do you want me to roll like chemistry with a minus 10 or something?
No, you can just roll your chemistry, see if you recognize some of those.
Yeah, I do get a plus 10 to scholastic lore chemistry because, you know.
Yeah, talented.
Yeah.
I guess
Not-
trade
it's
void
not,
bearer would make sense. With Hulk.
Trade Void Fair? Okay.
Just about getting stuff into the world.
I'll roll that
For
too.
me, it's a 50-50 roll. We both roll that.
It's about 50-50 then, yeah.
Yeah, Hulk
Alright.
is more general stuff. For Sator would be about.
Actually, I have a 61. So, yeah.
I'll spend another fate
I
point to
succeed.
re-roll that.
I need that plus 10. Thank God for and they say that
Thank goodness
say
for
that
drugs!
they say that flesh is weak for a reason.
Let's see, Sator first. If you glance over the list, you look at some of the chemicals, and you recognize a couple as just fairly generic base compounds, but can only be found in certain places. But a couple of them you'd recognize are on their own fairly harmless, but As you look at them, you notice a couple of those combined with some other things that you would more easily be able to get here could probably make some polymorphine. Like a couple of the ingredients in polymorphine with the rarer ones. Which might not be what she's using it for, but it could be used for that.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. The whole just the Voidfarer 1.6 degrees. No other real major connotations. Like various things. A couple of things that'd be like on the border of possibly being like, you shouldn't really have these, but nothing that's like heretical or anything. A couple that are on the iffy side, but if she's the mistress of a governor, it's probably fine. Yeah, nothing that would stand out as being bad to get. Just things that are harder to get without traveling.
Definitely stuff that like only a rogue trader really
Yeah.
would have access to.
Only a rogue trader or somebody in that system could get.
Okay.
Which is like, she could probably get these through like reaching out to contacts and all that, like, if she has a network and people she can contact, but it would take like a couple years. Well, you could probably get these in a few months.
I could definitely acquire these. I have a few guesses about where I could go to get. I'm assuming this is more like an issue of like I need to go to several different places to pick these up. Then
Yeah, be like you pop by several places and pick them up as you go. Like they're not that difficult. Like you could just be like go to the place and get them. You wouldn't even have to roll. You'd find them along the way.
okay, but it would just be like getting there, and it probably wouldn't be like all in the same place either. It would be like multiple trips.
Yeah, you get there, pull a string, get it, go somewhere else, get another thing.
Yeah. This would take me quite some time to gather. I mean,
I'm sure you travel around.
I do, but it would be some time before I return, and I'm sure you understand, but I'd rather have this information sooner rather than later.
Of course. Well, you say most of this information I cannot provide, but some of it I will. Well, some of it is related to the other thing that I want. No. I can't tell you what Balthazar talked about. Once you return that, I can tell you that. But information about what the Spear of Light was up to, I can provide. Well, some of it anyway, enough for now, and then you can get the rest of it when you return. My grandmother did, she was a astropath. She worked here as both the mistress and as a communicator. And she, like me, did research and experimentation. That, I do not know his name, but that rogue trader of the Spear of Light came down and spoke to her about crafting a weapon to destroy warp entities. A particular one that hounds this region. She did her searching through the warp, did a small search. It cost her, but she managed it. And found a list of locations for him to go to, where he could acquire items that he needed to make it. And
Nice.
in regard for one of these, I will tell you what one of those places was and what she was after. Or what he was after.
It's just kind of like sits back and like waits for her to continue. Like does like stretches his arms out over the couch, like expectantly, but
On Nerthine, one of the death worlds on this planet. I'm going to show you in this section. I'm sure you've heard of it. Plants and animals that are resistant to psychic. What most don't know is that deep in the planet, most of these flora and fauna are controlled by a singular hive mind. Binds them all together into one purpose. Thankfully, it's disorganized enough that they don't overrun things, but it's there.
which
Well,
planet is this?
Nerthine. It is one of the planets that he did visit, that he got from Gargan.
Okay.
And there's the hive mind. Well, you only need a portion of it, but I don't imagine you'll be too happy about getting a portion of it. That would be essentially the targeting systems for the weapon.
hive mind targeting system. Interesting.
Essentially, get that and use it as a targeting / focus. Would essentially allow you to hit with it.
This is I'm trying to think of like, anything that would like compare to that. That's like
that would compare to that would be the first one you think of would be the Tyranids, who use hive minds. Would probably not be the best thought.
Yeah, like the fact that like the first weapon I think of that's comparable is like a Tyranid itself. It's just like, yeah, this is probably something I shouldn't be delving into, but like I'm already here.
Yes. No, you get me that list, and I'll tell you about the other places that he was sent. And then if you wish to know about Balthazar, there is a certain animal on that planet that I'd very much like to perform some experiments on. If you could acquire one and bring it to me, then I can tell you what Balthazar came to me for.
And what animal would this be? For argument's sake.
Yeah, you could get out another slate and slide it across.
I mean, I pick it up.
Yeah. Checking. No, where did I put? Why am I so bad at keeping these things nearby? What are you? Oh, we go. Do that. It's called a fruit bat phoenix. A fruit bat phoenix. It's a small, like fox-sized creature with horns and multicolored fur. This is one of the few that is not connected to that hive mind. It has a few interesting abilities that I would like to study. If you can get me more than one, I'll be perfectly happy, but one is all I need. Alive.
Anything I should know about this creature before I set off on it?
What I know of it is included on the slate. There's some limited teleportation. You can go to somewhere within a few meters that it can see. It's not a dangerous creature, but hard to catch.
Interesting. I like to look at Sator, and it's like
Only a few meters.
I can't say exactly this from what I've heard. I'm sure Loki would know a bit more. I'm interested to learn how that works, as apparently it is not psychically. It's not psychically done, so I'd like to know how it does so.
Well,
we shall find out, I suppose.
If that's all you need, I'm sure my crew can handle this.
Yes, return with these, and you'll get the information that you wish.
You've been extraordinarily helpful, Miss
Velvet.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
I hope that you can return with what I've requested. Perhaps we can make some kind of relationship of this.
Hopefully. To future business, then. I just, like, raise my still full wine glass that I've just been kind of, like, carrying around.
She does not currently have one, but she reaches out and taps it.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Smile.
just, like, you know. And, I mean, yeah, like,
If there's no other business, please enjoy the planet.
yeah, that's basically what we do. We just kind of, like, head out. You know.
Yeah.
Just kind of vibe. Holtz just kind of like vibes his way out of the governor's manor and starts making his way back to the.
Vibes his way out of the manor.
Oh boy.
And you know, heading back to the ship.
Yeah. Can I try Forbidden Lore the Chaos Cast to see if I recognize anything, even though I doubt that I'll succeed because 25.
Sure, I'll say if I'm -10, you can give it a go.
Wow.
3!
That 3.
3,
So what are
Zach.
you trying to recognize?
If there is anything Slaneshi, straight up Slaneshi and not just pleasure wall.
I'll say the difference can be hard to say.
I got
like,
the 3, Zach.
I'd say with that, like, you'd know that, like, it's like the difference between like Slaneshi and a pleasure world is that a pleasure world, you come here, you do it, and then you leave. You don't go absolutely mad to excess, and that's why it doesn't feed Slanesh too much. That's like the entire point.
These guys are going mad, or
And yeah, there's nothing would speak to them going like too extremes as they're like slicing themselves open or anything like that.
No, like symbology or anything like that.
I mean, nothing that'll be out in the open. You mean it's gonna plaster signs of Slanesh out in the middle out of the open? Any road trader to see. Yeah, nothing overt. Like this is definitely not standard for like a palace of a governor on a pleasure world, but not beyond the realms. It's a bit more extreme than you would expect, but it's up to him how he runs his palace.
if I use my fate point to increase it by 1 degree, would I get anything more?
So 2.2 degrees.
I mean, you could put more than one in there.
He has
three
one
degrees.
fate point.
Oh,
Yeah.
He can't. He has one fate point.
Unless I roll a 1d10 and fucking get it back.
Yeah, you
Will I
could.
get
You
anything
roll your
for this,
D10.
or?
Yeah, roll your D10 if you get a 9. Keep rolling 9s, keep getting plus 10.
I suppose.
So 2.2 degrees. Yeah, I think even with 2 degrees, it's hard to tell really, because like if it is like it could be Slaneshi and they're being careful with it and like keeping things reserved while you're here. Like they could go into a full blood orgy the second that you leave. But from what you're seeing, it just seems like a bit much. Like it's definitely further than you would expect, but nothing overtly Slaneshi.
It's like very suspiciously and very close to being Slaneshi, but not
It's like,
exactly.
okay, they're going nuts, but that is like the point of this planet. It's like as long as they leave in a week, they're fine.
Yeah.
With that, roll me a perception as well.
Awareness, even?
Awareness, yeah.
Awareness. I still get a plus 20 because of the drugs. Because of the life mist, I mean.
Yeah, seeing everything is still like popping.
6.5.
I would say if that, as you like glance around looking at people, you're like, "God, there's something slightly off, but you're not quite. As you look around, you notice, 6 degrees. See a couple signs of some people that have been here a lot. I would say not like they haven't left, but like they're regulars. I'm not sure exactly what those signs would be, but like certainly a few people that are behaving like almost like they live here.
So yeah, very big red signs that this might be Slaneshi influence.
That would be a red flag of like, okay, these guys are really acting like they just do this on the daily. So is that just like acting it up for a pleasure world, or are they just, or they've been here for a couple?
With 6 degrees, will say that if I come back here and see,
If you
I
come back
remember?
here and see them again,
If I come
that
back and see them
definitely
again,
be
I will.
suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're like, okay, they might be having a really long stay or come here for reason. If they're here when I come back, then that will definitely be a red flag. It still wouldn't be a certainty, but you'd be like, hey, how long has he been here? Did he leave while we were gone?
This is just a red flag. Like, it is possible that he's Slanesh, but it's also normal. And next time, if I see the same, like, 5 people who I remember seeing, here is like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, but as Holtz and Sator are like walking out, Holtz will just be like, "So, Sator, who do you think was really in charge of that place?"
You already know who I think it is, Holt.
You thought so too, hmm?
Yeah.
It's not uncommon for governors to be figureheads, but for someone to be so ill-informed, and there seems to be so much security, yet what were they hiding? bigger party. That seems hardly the type of thing to be so secure over.
I feel like they are hiding a bigger party here, Holt.
Of course they are. But we're not invited to that one. Not yet. And we weren't here for it in the first place.
Well,
Still.
let's leave then.
Yes, we should leave while we still have the opportunity. When Gizmek and Josef finish up their business and Malachi returns from his, we have some errands to run, but we'll be back.
Sator just nods.
Yeah, that's a good point to cut back over to Malachi. As he's being led through this hive city.
Yeah, I got on the ship. I got off the ship. I'm walking down the hallway. Woo! All right. Thank fuck. All right, let's
Sorry,
get.
yeah, sorry. You went a bit longer than I thought.
It's fine.
You get led around, led around silently by the Astartes. Yeah, led through, and you come up to this building. She walks inside and expects you to follow.
No, Malachi's gonna fucking run away. He's scared shitless. Of course he's gonna fucking follow the start. Jesus Christ! Nah, as soon as he like turns around, it's just like and bolt gun to the back of his head. Game over.
You have the chance. You
I
can
have
always
to-
try.
You can try. Fucking yes, he's going in there.
You follow him along. He leads you up a set of stairs and up to this room, which he bangs on with his elbow and gestures for you to go in.
All right, Malachi is going to step on inside.
You step on inside and you see this like very scruffily dressed, like hair all muffled around, wearing this like a stained tank top shirt and like just plain trousers. He's like, "Hey, how's it going? Need you for a thing."
I'm sorry, am I in the wrong building here?
No, you're fine. I'm Jimmy. I don't know the thing. What do I want to? Okay, I'll talk to you first. If I need to, then fine. Oh yes, I am Jimmy. Inquisitor Jimmy.
Malachi kind of looks him up and down.
It's just like a dude that got taken off the.
Yeah. Just. And Inquisitor.
Yes. You don't believe me? Just a sec. You see, he takes out this pistol and shoots himself in the head.
Jesus!
Just like under the jaw, shoots his own head off.
The Emperor, what the?
Yeah, and then you see another door open, and like that guy's identical twin, but dressed in like a fancy suit with like a nice hat on, steps through and reaches the deck and pulls out the icon of the Inquisition. Like, see, Inquisitor, I'm Jimmy. Hi.
All right, no, hold on. That was. Malachi's looking
Thank you
back
for your
at him.
steps back there.
Don't worry, this is a long story, but that is me. That is just I suppose a clone. Is the best way to say it. I do that every now and then. I need to switch bodies. That's the only way I can do, unfortunately, is if the current one dies.
Oh, Emperor. Malachi's like rubbing his pupils, just like. Thank the Emperor you're in the Inquisition, because oh my god, that is heretical shit. I don't want to know, because if I know, then I probably won't leave this building, but oh my god. Well, Inquisitor, it's a pleasure to meet you. Malachi Laborian, Astropath, Transcendence for the.
I know.
Good. Did you get the whole resume sort of dealio, or are you from?
Yeah, I know who you are.
Okay, good.
I wouldn't exactly send for you if I didn't.
Okay. Malachi
Yeah,
is just like.
I'm doing an investigation here. I came into a block, and having a telepath would be quite handy.
That's what a lot of people say. Trust me.
And you seem to be a powerful one that works for a rogue trader, so you should be somewhat trustworthy.
Well, yes. Considering that I have my own ship, yes, he trusts me quite a bit. Now, what exactly would you need the aid of to telepath? Reading people's minds, or?
No, primarily, but you might be able to help in other ways too. I'll just tell you what's going on. Come with me. Let's leave Ginny.
Malachi just like looks over the scruffed up dead corpse as he begins like stepping over it and just following past.
You step through into this like much nicer appointed room. You see it's like a desk set up. You can see a it's like a hololith, like a holographic projector thing on the table. He comes in, taps on it, and it turns on, sits himself down. He's like, have you heard of the drug Geist?
Oh, fuck, Sator. And Malachi's going to go ahead and he's going to just sigh and take out like 5 vials that he has in his hands.
Oh, good to see you know of it. Well, essentially, I've heard some things that there has been a modification of it on this planet. They have inventively named Poltergeist. That essentially, rather than temporarily giving somebody psychics or slightly enhancing a current one, is essentially Geist turned up to 15.
So extremely
A regular psyker can take it and be on the level of an alpha or alpha plus for a short time.
I'm guessing, of course, the side effects would get the best of them, causing them to do
It
well.
is horrifically addictive, and no person can survive more than 2 to 3 doses.
Well,
So not something I'd recommend trying out.
trust me, I work with raw skill rather than sort of relying on drugs.
Well, essentially, there are 3 groups on this planet that have stockpiles of it, but one of them, I'm not entirely sure who, has the guy that made it. And we need to find out which one has it and take them out. If it's a few stockpiles, that's fine, we can take them out later, but if they can hide the guy that made it, that will be a bigger problem.
Alright, so
You need to find out which one has it, and once you do, then Bartholomew can smash on in there and kill him.
well, considering that it's going to be either I'm going to assume it's either a psyker or, well, somebody that uses that supplies. We are
Could just be a really good chemist. We know who it is, we know what he looks like. I can give you the description for him. And I can tell you the groups that we're looking at.
Please do tell.
The first group is the governor, because, of course, with a planet like this, the governor of Japan yet. A few small incidents have happened that have gone delightfully in his favor. That seem to be products of this drug, so he is under suspicion of that. And there's those, they call themselves? The council that have almost as much power as he does, so could be a reason as a way to one-up them or something. He is possibly there. The other one is the head of the merchant guild, Magister Aldridge. Anything of value that comes through here will go through him, and some business rivals have vanished in ways that very much suggested this drug as well.
Yes, I'm actually. Well, I did
And then,
go ahead.
The final group is one of the larger gangs on this planet called the Dime Lion, who I know for a fact partook in a little raid to capture the guy.
Interesting. The thing
So-
is, are you sure it's not the dregs by any chance? I know that, well, from my own personal research, let's just say that I know that they tend to deal in warp-related artifacts.
I've not seen anything suggesting it was from them. I'll keep an eye out for them, but I don't think so.
Very well then. Alright, so we need to go ahead and decide which one to go ahead and...
I can arrange for you to meet with all 3. They have legitimate businesses and places that you can go, that I can get you into. Then you can do your telepathy, see if you can find anything else that I couldn't. Because unfortunately we have enough forces to hit one of them, and if we hit the wrong one, then the other 2 will know, and if everyone has the guy, we'll just hide him. take him away somewhere so we can't get him.
Exactly.
It's a whole lot more difficult.
Wait. I have a quick question. Do you happen to have do you happen to have a sample of where this of this drug per se?
Reaches under the table, pulls out this small vial, and gently like taps it across the table to you.
All right.
See, it's a vial with this large cork in the end, and you see this like purplish gas inside of it.
May I? I'm going to ask you with permission, in all honesty, Inquisitor. I'm not going to inject it into myself. I wish to ask if I may use a psychic power on it.
You can try, but be careful. I don't know exactly how it works, and that could trigger it. Remember, it is irrecoverably addictive, even the tiniest drop, apparently, and 2 uses will kill you.
I don't plan on using it, trust me. But thank you for the warning. And with that, Malachi is going to begin focusing on it, just as he's going to attempt to use psychometry on this vial to go ahead and see if he can piece together any leads in regards to where either this drug might be manufactured, or if you might be able to get some hints in regards to where this lead to where this chemist would be.
Yeah. Well, you're thinking, give me the power so I can check.
All right, gotta go into Google Docs. Okay. Sorry for the delay.
Yes.
There you go. And
Just 0 degrees and poltergeist.
poltergeist. No,
What
it would
these
be
for?
one word.
Drugs?
Drug. Yeah.
Drugs.
Drug. Let's see here. 5 degrees, which gets 4, and no doubles. Perfect. That gets me everything.
Yeah, so poltergeist temporarily buff a psycho massively. Basics on how to use it is inhale it.
Interesting.
So it's who's come into contact with this item the most. What you would get the name and check. I will like it. The day you were masked is the one who's been in contact with it the most.
Very well.
Vision of an important memory of its use. Well, it hasn't been used, so you'll just get it hasn't been used, obviously.
So it's
So you'll
create,
just
I said.
yeah, so you focus over it, you get that name, and then you flash into a quick vision. You see this young man with this wild, like red blonde hair, and like halfway between the two. I don't know how to quite describe it better than that. There's this wild hair with these like dirty, stained overalls, working in this like large lab. He's like Bunsen burners, chemicals, going through all the stuff. He's like working away at it. He's like they shout at him. He kind of flinches and keeps working.
Okay.
Goes through, pinches it off, and sets up a vial and then hands it off. And goes back to the working.
Would I be able to possibly roll awareness while in this vision to get a bit of detail to see if there might be any ways that I could like find any distinguishing marks in either in regards to the people he's handing it off to, maybe to what would be another idea, like any logos of the possible gang that they're trying to get for it, or government signs. I'm just trying to
roll. I think it'll be a search other than just awareness.
Would this be a search?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Or it could be assignations. Maybe, because it's a psychic vision.
Yeah, I think it'd be awareness, like spotting it during the vision, because you can't like go back and search through it properly. This is just catching the detail in the moment.
5.53 degree or 5.5 or
Nice.
5.3.
Thank you.
You see, like the chemistry lab is like solo. It's clearly made just for the one person, although he has to run around a fair bit.
Yes.
Like, he clearly does not have any like assistants in there. It's just him. You would see like the one that he hands it off to. You get like a quick glance of them. It's like a very large person in like carapace armor, like takes it and
Any logos on the carapace armor?
no markings on it, but you would see like a place where like a marking would go that has been removed.
Smart. Okay.
They just take that. You see, yeah, full carapace armor, a helmet. What weapon is it? Yeah, you see. Yeah, a shock maul and a bolt pistol.
Shock maul and bolt pistol.
Yeah,
Okay.
but shock maul would say arbitrates, but then they tend to have shotguns rather than bolt pistol.
Yeah, and it seems that if it was scratched off, granted it could be an undercover like operation, so I of course military operations would do that sort of shit, but it seems like maybe this guy might be. Oh, I'll let you continue.
Yeah, and I'd say with the 5 you also definitely be able to tell that Bayou Marks did not look happy about working there.
Interesting. Okay.
Like, this is definitely not a thing where he will fight you when you go to rescue him. He does not like being where he is.
So almost okay. So it's almost against his will.
Yeah, so he's being forced to keep making this drug for whoever is getting it.
Interesting. All right. Is there any other details? By the way, I'm just trying to gather like as much as I can. Especially
important events, loggings are marked on the item. Yeah, so you see like quick flashes through of just like seeing this vial get like taken around. You actually no, you'd see like a quick thing of this guard like going out of this room, going around a bit. Not enough to make out like where he is, but enough to be like, okay, he's leaving a room, he's going around a bit, and then you hear a gunshot, and the guy collapses to the ground with no head. This woman comes through wearing this basically a sister of battle. Comes out, it's like the full power arm with the icons on it, everything goes up, searches him, finds the vial, and then runs away.
Oh, I see.
And then you see the sister handing it to. Well, you see Jimmy in a different outfit and looking very different. It's like Josef in his like ghillie outfit and holding a sniper rifle. He takes it.
Okay. Interesting. And
then you see this Jimmy handing it to you, and then is basically this object's entire path.
Oh. All right.
The guy was taking it somewhere, got jumped, and then given to Jimmy.
And so yeah, Malachi's gonna come back from that vision. He's going to go ahead and sit it down and carefully pass it back to him. Just all right. So actually, that brings up a fair point. If Malachi saw the entire path, would he know where the actual the lab is?
You would know the rough area, but you wouldn't know exactly where.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
As long as
you know the rough area, which would be kind of like looking through your head of like fuck, which would be close enough that it could be for any of them. It's like it's close enough to the lower hive that it could be with the gang. It also could be somebody from higher up trying to keep it secret. So it could work for either of them. It's low enough, it's high enough up, but low enough down to be all three.
All right.
So it wouldn't rule out any of them. But
Well,
definitely narrow it down. Like, oh, he's working there.
Yeah. Well, Inquisitor, I could go ahead and show you the memories myself, but granted, I assume that you're pretty cautious in that regards.
I want you getting in my head quite yet. Just you that much yet.
It's understandable. Basically, what I've been what I've been able to pinpoint is that I was able to find it was a Bayou Marks, correct? The creator of this substance?
Yes, that's the man we're looking for.
Well, of course, from what I was able to piece together, one of the things to keep note is that it seems to be forced to make these drugs, not against his own free volition. He's not gained anything from this, so, well, this is rather peculiar. The second thing that I happen to notice is that the person that you went ahead and killed in regards to holding on to the, who had the vial, no military markings or distinguishings. So, of course, it could be a underground operation run by the higher-ups in the government. However, it could also be, a well-off merchant.
That's what we've been running into, too. That's why it's these three. Could be wealthy gang, or it could be a rich person trying to cover their tracks, or it could be the governor trying to cover their tracks.
Very true. Well, one thing that I did notice again, that it wasn't, well, if it was, using in regards of a arbitrator. Actually, Zach, when I was looking at that Merc guy, do that actually brings up a good point, because I'm assuming that the guards of like a noble or something of this importance in regards to like a governor would not actually go ahead and be having such almost, I would say, miscellaneous attire.
Yeah, I'd definitely say from the look of it, like the thick carapace, like markers removed, either like a ganger or a mercenary would be your guesses.
Yes.
Like this isn't like an official person, somebody hired out.
Well, clearly, if they had miscellaneous supplies on them in regards to that shock maul and a bolter, which means that if it was an official underground operation, they would be heavily equipped, especially with something so important. So I would mark the governor off that list, at least in my opinion. Now that leaves the gang, which would, granted, does make a bit of sense in regards to, well, him having not as much of a, having not as much free will in things, possibly being threatened, and it could be a higher up, security guard buffing them as much as they can. However, it could also be a merchant because, granted, seems to fit the bill in regards to how they're equipping things. Would we possibly be able to even scout some of the gangs? Escape the gang and the merchant.
I know the areas where they are, and I can. Oh, they have some legitimate businesses that I can get you in to talk about.
Well, that would be wonderful if very possible.
Get a meeting with the guy who runs the gang and the magister. The magister.
Very good. And
is that what I called him? Is that the title? I'm doubting myself. Yes, magister.
It's all right. And by the way, I'm assuming the sister of battle in the photo was working for you?
Yes, that'll be Helena. She'll be accompanying you on these meetings.
Very good.
Somebody with you who I know can be trusted, no offense.
None taken.
And kind of a space marine walking around.
Very true.
You can at least take the armor off.
True. All right. So, I'm trying to figure out which ones to meet first. Let's just say that back on, what was the planet that Malachi did the gang war thing?
Dandorf.
Dandorf. Let's just say back on Dandorf, I kind of took care of the gangs in my past. Not exactly the funnest, but merchant would be a new start. I'm going to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. Which one you would believe that would cause less trouble?
Well, the gang I think would be the easiest to meet up with. Can set you up as some kind of wealthy person who wants to know about some things. I'll give you a proper rundown later, but that'll be a few hours. Let you have some time to rest after that journey.
Very good then. And if we are able to properly pinpoint this down, well, I understand that in regards to the Inquisition, that it's just lucky to have your life, of course, by the end of each mission. But, well, you do have my resume, and I'm not going to go ahead and say anything, but it'd be much appreciated if you were to look it over.
Well, let's see how you do. Resume is no real blanking on the word. No real comparison for experience in the field. So let's see how you actually do. Real.
Fair enough. I shall go ahead and, well, thank you again for this opportunity, Inquisitor Jimmy.
Of course. Thank you for your assistance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with that, we can go ahead. Malachi goes to, I'm guessing, like a off-room bunk or something like that.
Yeah, you head off. He leads you through a couple of rooms, and stepping over the corpse of Jimmy again. Takes him to a bedroom and lets you have a chance to rest. He goes off to get things prepared.
Nice.
I think he goes off. You hear and then a body hit the floor.
A bang.
Yeah, and then a door opens and he hears a couple scraping sounds.
Do you need help in there? Never mind.
You see like a grunt of no.
Oh, lordy. This is not how I expected to, well, join the Inquisition.
You expected the Inquisition. That's already step one.
You failed step one. You expected though, but the hell do you think was gonna happen?
Now they're gonna become Spanish.
Oh no.
That is 100% one of Jimmy's things.
El Jimmy.
El Himmy.
Yeah, Jimmy may or may not be based off of a movie that Sun showed me.
Oh, God.
So Melka is working for the Inquisition now.
Yeah.
Gizmek and
That is
Josef are just Gizmek and Joseph are just doing some bounty hunting. Now Sator and Holtz are going to do some errand running, basically.
We probably need to like wait for everyone to finish up before we do errand running, because like this is out of system type shit.
Yeah.
But once Holtz gets back to the ship, he's basically just like, all right, we have the beginnings of what we came for, but we have to do some errands.
I mean, we could try to get that animal at least.
Yeah. So I think it's a good finishing off point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll come in next session with Gizmek and Josef finishing up their investigation while Holtz and Sator.
The J is your Y for how you
It's basically
pronounce it, by the
split
way.
to Holtz and Sator are playing Rogue Trader, and then the rest are playing their own different games of Dark Heresy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Except one of them is two combat-based classes trying to do some investigation, which is great.
Yeah.
None of you have social skills.
Oh,
Oh, God.
it is really funny.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
See, you come up to his room. Kick the door.
Alrighty. I
Preaching
think
clear.
I think it would be a good idea to call it there. What do you think?
Yeah,
let's end the
Yeah.
stream here,
that's
at
what I
least.
said. Is that there's a big
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
What? Well, thanks,
So, yeah.
y'all.
See ya.